All right, y'all. It's the Friday episode of the panel. We have a whole week of basketball to talk about and a whole weekend ahead of us. But chill, right from the top, I gotta ask: has Father Time caught up and passed these old stars? Um, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, James Harden, Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, definitely. He's not the same that he used to be. He's a lot slower. He doesn't play with the pace that he used to play with. I hear people telling me that Chris Paul was, and I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I heard one of the things that I heard was Chris Paul was never a fast-paced point guard. He never played with fast pace, but I thought that was crazy because the Clippers were a top 10 team in pace when he played there. But he's not what he used to be, and that's because of Father Time. James is an anomaly. KD, I think KD can score simply off the strength of his skill set. Now, he's obviously slowed down, and I feel like Father Time is catching up with him. But I think his skill set, because his game doesn't operate on flight and athleticism, I mean, I think that helps him. But guys like Jimmy Butler, I still think Jimmy Butler's got some good years left in him. I don't think he's over yet. Jimmy Butler has started slow in the regular season in the past. But I'm down to usher in these new guys. I think the problem that we have is that who is the face? And I think the NBA is reluctant to make the face of the NBA a Euro. I think they're reluctant to do that because of the game and the game and where it is. They're reluctant to make the NBA. They're reluctant to make the face of the NBA a Euro when it's obvious that the best players in the NBA right now are foreigners. It's obvious.
Let me go this out the way because I'm gonna go ahead and cook you early because I got the, you know what I'm saying. Ron, what's up, baby?
What's going on? Happy Friday.
Hey, hold on. Hold. I wasn't done.
Ron, what's up, baby?
We gonna
get to
that. We don't go into this yet. You hang the hell on.
Hey, Tito's not done.
What's up, baby? What's up,
bro? Don't be rude this morning.
Like
let Chill finish.
What's up, bro? If it was me, would you give me that courtesy?
Would you give me that? Yes, he would. And yes, we would give you that courtesy.
You're a liar. You're a liar, boy. You're a liar, boy. That boy got smoked last night. You got to put him in the witness protection program, and Ron can too. Mars Machine went for all witnesses last night.
You gonna piss Chill off.
To answer your question, Ron. Father Time has caught up with a couple of guys. Yes, he has. Father Time has caught up with a couple of guys, and I feel like the NBA is reluctant to make the face of the NBA a foreigner. I think that they're reluctant to do that, and I don't know why. I can't put my finger on why, but I feel like they're reluctant to make the face of the NBA.
Hey, Richmond's talk. So, if it's annoying, leave.
With that being said, there are some guys that still have some years left in them. There are some guys who Father Time has caught up with them, but there are some guys who got years left in them. Jimmy Butler, I still think he got some years left in him. Chris Paul,
some clown stuff right here. These dudes lose, and y'all come talk about everything else. Every time y'all,
we are going to get to that. We are going to get to that. So hang the hell on. You shut up. You shut up.
Because along with celerity comes about 70 your frame. And when I see you on the 23rd, belong to me. You belong to me. You can go ahead.
Not on the 23rd. Tomorrow.
You cook fluent every day. You didn't do that to me. See, you get an easy way when it comes to fluent. But when it comes to me, baby, you already know what's going to happen. So you can come in with all that fake double talk that you fool these people in the comment section with Chilltown. Please believe it. Believe it, please. You're going to see arms come out like sleeveless tees tomorrow night, baby. Hey, and Ron, you are the dirtiest player in the game. You talk all this stuff, Ron.
Dylan Brooks?
Let me tell you.
Or Draymond?
Tell y'all what Ron did, though. Ron hit me up in a private message. We was off stream talking about what Holly was going to do, and he going to do this and he going to do that. And this fool talking about, yeah, man, you know, send me your sizes of your clothes and stuff. I said, for what? Yeah, so I can send you some of this Holly merch. But then, he did this on a private. He didn't even tell y'all.
But then he gonna put up the show.
He don't even want to talk about that last night, Mars. He don't want to talk about what happened. And Mars, neither do Chilltown. These fools gonna be on the wrong side of history.
I do.
Hey, Mars, you and the great one are gonna be on the right side because Ja Morant is taking his team to the playoffs. Grilltown, you better believe it. And Ron, your boy, he's what I said he was before. He ain't nothing but a loser, baby. Double or nothing, baby. Double or nothing, baby.
I take it. Did he run you that money ticket?
He ain't got to run me no money. It was double or nothing. That means he won double.
Right. Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Listen, he lost. Ron lost. You know what I'm saying? He lost the bet. So at the end of the day, I'm surprised that all the stuff Ron was talking behind the scenes. Because see, Ron don't tell y'all this, Bob. Ron hit me up on the private messenger a few days ago talking stuff about Haliburton and what he was going to do, sending me videos and stuff and clips and stuff on Instagram. This is what this dude does.
He's lying. I don't do stuff like that.
But then when they get smoked, this man don't even want to come here talking about it, but he want to talk about the Miami Heat and all this other stuff. This is what they do. This is what they. But I just want to know, Ron, what happened since the fake in-season tournament? what happened to Holly, man? You did this, Ron. You and Damo did this. Y'all put that boy top 5 MVP. Y'all said he was one of the best playmakers in the game. Y'all did all this, bro, and y'all got that boy embarrassed, man. It's sad how he went out last night too. They was getting their hell beat out of him, Ron.
They actually came back, and they were down 22, and they actually came back.
They got stumped on again. They got blown out 2 times in the game.
They actually came back. They actually came back and cut the lead.
But chill, they got blown out twice.
Indiana defense is just as bad as any defense that I've ever seen. I mean, their transition defense, they can't cover nobody. They can't stop anybody. You get whatever you want with them, whether it's on the perimeter or at the rim. You can get whatever you want against them at any point. It doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference with this crew. But I don't think I mean, you're talking about Haliburton. I don't think he was terrible last night. I thought he was pretty good. Same thing with Ja. I mean, I don't think Ja was terrible last night. I thought Ja was good. It wasn't like Ja. It wasn't. No, you hold on. It wasn't like Ja ate Haliburton lunch last night. No, he didn't. No, he wasn't. You stop lying.
He did not eat his lunch.
This is what Ticket is doing. This is what Ticket is doing. Ticket is doing this compared to what the run he had. That's what he doing. He's doing
when they originally got out the game.
They had before. That's
when they originally got out the game. What was Holly?
That's what he's doing.
Hold on, chill.
That's what he's doing.
When they originally got blown out, what was Holly doing? The nigga had 1 point. The nigga was like 0 of 5 from the field, 0% from there, 0 from the 3. The nigga only started trying to play. Hold on. He only started trying to play the last 2 minutes of the first half. Then the game was pretty much over. But then they had to battle back. And then once they battle back, he got blown out again. How you get blown out 2 times in the same game, Chill?
Yo, this is nasty, Ticket.
It is. It's disgusting. And the reason why it's disgusting because it's not the truth. Ticket, you're just talking loud. That's what you're doing right now. You're just talking loud.
Okay, everybody watch the game. Everybody watch the game. Watch the game.
And I did watch. I watched some. I didn't watch all of that game, but I did watch some of that game. And first of all, we know who the Indiana Pacers are defensively. So why are you talking about how?
Hold on, but what did he do 2 from the 3? Was he 2 or 12 from the 3?
He was 2 or 12 from the 3, but okay, sure. But and this is what you this is what you're basing this on, Ticket. You basing this on what you've seen him do during that specific time, that run that he had. I can get with that. Right, I can get with that, and I didn't expect him to do that all season. I didn't expect this dude to be 25 and 14 the entire season. No, I didn't expect.
I ain't talking about you. Hold on, chill. You taking up Ron's argument. I ain't even arguing with you. This is what I be talking about when I say y'all be ganging up on a Negro.
Here's the problem that we having. You're the one walked in the door, changing the subject. Ron and I were having a conversation about something completely different.
Ron is not chill. Ron is the master of disaster. Chill. Ron is the master of disaster, bro. Ron started all of this. Hold on, chill. This is the part y'all don't see. This man was harassing me offline, chill. This man was harassing me, bro. If I show you the messages, this man was harassing me when I wasn't bothering him. He was bothering me. So now when I come on live, now he don't want to talk about it.
He started all of this.
I was merely sticking up for my brothers. For everybody that comes up here and gets tormented for the chat, I was trying to get y'all back offline. All right. For Mars, for Damo, for God forbid, Be Smooth, Gifted.
So Ticket, did he start this?
What about me?
Ticket, did he
still
start
top
this
five?
ticket?
Right?
Yes or no, Ticket? Did he start this with you?
Yeah, man. Look, the man. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, bro. Tell you the truth. He hit me up a few days ago.
Chat.
He hit me up
crazy chat.
He hit me up a few days ago, not just yesterday, chill. He hit me up a few days ago, and he was like, "Yo, I thought he was on some peaceful stuff." He was like, "Yeah, yo, I'm gonna need your size and stuff like that for the merch and stuff." I'm like, "All right."
He was sending you some merch or something like
Yeah,
that.
you know, I thought it was about the merch, something like that. I'm like, "All right, cool." And then he said, "Yeah." When I hit him back, he was like, "Yeah, man, you know, this for the Halle merch. I'm getting ready to send you, boy." I said, "What?"
Here we go.
Heard me for the Halle merch. I said, "All right, you want to play like that?" I ain't say nothing else to him, right? So then yesterday, this fool hit me out of nowhere early yesterday, and he sent me a message. No, after the show that we did yesterday, he sent me a message, and on the message, he sent me that your ass is something, your ass is mine, or something like that. Pause. And then
All
he
right,
sent me a
chat.
video.
Now he's being
A
disgusting.
video.
Chat.
I got the screenshot. Then he sent me a video, and I clicked the link to the video on Instagram. This nigga don't sent me a Tyrese Haliburton highlight video and says this is what you gonna get. Y'all gonna get y'all ass kicked or something like that. And I said, okay, cool. I said, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing else to this clown. When we come on the show today, I'm gonna cook him 3 the hard way for this shit. Well, see, this is what Ron does. Ron knows he took that sorry L last night. So what he'll do is come on, yeah, chill. What you talk about the Miami Heat? What you think about this? He don't want to start off with that because he want to deflect from that and try to dumb that energy down. No, we're gonna go right to that because he started that, Chilltown. That's the part y'all don't see, bro. They don't see why I come on here acting like this.
That's fair.
You know
Okay, that's
bro.
fair. That's
I got receipts too. I ain't trusting white. I ain't gonna tell you I got hit upside the head with the blicky and then the camera come out and I got 2 piece. No, you know what I'm saying? So Ron started all of this. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna finish it. I just want to know because this man was on here saying the man was top 5 MVP. He was trying to make me look like I was delusional saying the stuff I was saying when I said Ja Morant was better than him. When I said Ja Morant was going to lead that team to the playoffs. They're 2-0 so far, Chilltown, and they're rolling. Everybody looks better.
That part
when
I
are we?
know. I do know that.
And he looked, and even though Holly has those numbers, bro,
off a 2-game winning streak. That's rolling now.
They're not rolling, Chill. They're not rolling, Chill.
They just won 2 games, and the energy is definitely different in Memphis.
Yes. Against winning teams, against teams with winning records.
Definitely different.
A 2-game winning streak is rolling.
But I want to rewind. Hold on, Ron. You started a fight with somebody, and then not only did you start a fight with somebody, you started a fight with somebody, and then you want to talk to me, and then the dude come in swinging on you. I don't even know what the fight is about. I'm trying to take up for you, and I didn't even know you started a fight.
That's what he did, bro. This is Ron. Hey, Ron. Hey, listen, Chill. Ron is the master. I swear, Ron is the master disaster, bro. Him and Shaq, they do some of the nastiest. Bro, you remember, Chill? Shaq is the original one who started me and you getting off, and you ain't even know it. Shaq knew he loved LeBron. He knew I hated LeBron, so he put us in the same room, knowing what was going to happen. But we didn't know because I ain't know you was a LeBron James jockstrap stuffer. So when we got into the room, that's when it turned up. You feel what I'm saying? But this is what Ron does, bro. Ron is a slick operator, bro. And he's going to do something again later on this year. He's going to write me something crazy behind the scenes and say something crazy. And then when we come on the show, he's going to act like he forgot about it, bro. This is the sad part about these guys. Hey, Bob, you need to holler at your boy, man. You need to take this Tyrese Haliburton stuff, bro. You need to calm this stuff down. That's why I told y'all, stop giving these dudes accolades early, bro.
Ticket. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep hyping this shit up. I love to hear you cook this, brother.
Man, I don't like the accolades early, bro. That's what Chilltown was talking about that. You give these dudes all these accolades early, they ain't earned it. And then Ron and Damo put all this pressure on this dude by putting all these great things on this dude. Damo put all this pressure on Cade because he loved Cade so much that everybody talking about Cade. And look what happened. Cade on there last night. Yeah, man, we ain't this bad. No, you're that bad.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. 2-26 isn't indicative to who we are. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Y'all dudes is garbage. Straight trash. Knock it off.
Couple questions for everybody up here. Are the Knicks hot right now? Are the Atlanta Hawks hot right now? Wait. I got a couple more teams. Are the Denver Nuggets rolling right now? The Golden State Warriors? These are all teams on 2-game winning streaks. Just like the Memphis
Ron, it's different, bro. You know it's different, bro. Come on.
What's different?
Real.
What's
It's
different?
different. It's different because they just got their star player back. So hold on, Ryan, hold on. Let me finish. For his first 2 games back, for him to, especially the way he turns up that second half of the New Orleans Pelicans game, and then just like how we've been doing on this platform, bigging up Tyrese Haliburton. Ja's been hearing that for 25 straight games. Oh, Ja, this Tyrese better than that. So for him, that's fine. That's fine. But that's fine. But for him to do that the first game back, and for them to beat Tyrese Haliburton's team, for his team to beat his team but that means more than the Warriors on a 2-game win streak. Now, I agree with you. Okay, this doesn't mean they're making the playoffs. I still don't know. I still don't believe they're making the playoffs.
Don't do that.
This doesn't mean that. But at the same time, that this is a big deal for him to come back and
but don't do that. Because the only person I got riding with me on this is Mars. Mars is the only person that's riding with me on this.
No,
Mars is the only person. You're the only person.
I'm not going for the playoff talk.
But see, I
need to see 10 more games. So that's
but no, Bob, you don't need to see that though.
I'm not. I do. I need to see 8 more games. I can't say this because they won 2.
No, I'm saying, but they're only out of the play-in. They only got to get to the play-in, Bob.
Hey, Ticket, we riding with Hallie too early, right? It's too early to ride with Hallie, right?
No, we've seen Hallie's reputation, and it's the reputation of losing.
That's not fair.
We can say the same thing. We can say the same thing for Ja. What's his reputation?
No, it's not. Hold on, Ja Morant has the. Ja Morant, and this is one thing we said the other day that y'all are sick about, bro. Y'all, when we talked about Ja the other day, I don't know where Mars is at on this, but I said that I thought Ja was better than Devin Booker. Y'all told me I was crazy, and I told y'all because I thought, hold on, and I told y'all because I thought that Ja had a better impact on winning as a player than Devin Booker. But then y'all was criticizing me on here, but y'all didn't go look at the facts because I told you guys. I said, yo, CP3 really made Devin Booker as a winner. Ain't nobody made Ja Morant as a winner because he went to a losing organization. And they won when he went. Hold on. They won. Hold on. They won when he went there. So all I'm saying is this. If you look at Devin Booker without Chris Paul, he's 138 and 248 for his career. 138 wins and 248 losses without Chris Paul in Phoenix. With Chris Paul, that dude won 65% of his games. So make it make sense. You guys y'all gotta think logical about this.
Hold on.
Ja Morant in his career in Memphis has a winning record. And Mars, what was they saying the last couple of years, Mars, when Ja Morant was out? They were saying, oh, this team is still great because they said they had a point guard named who? Tyus Jones, right? Well, Tyus Jones ain't there no more, Mars. And what's Ja Morant's record? 2-0. Ain't no tie. And without him this year, they were 6 and what? 19?
7.
So, like I said, don't you tell.
I'm trying to ride with you now. I'm trying to ride with you, but you pulling off the curb.
Bob. Hey, you don't got to be on the dark side. Come over here.
I'm trying to get in the car with you and Mars, and you pulling off the curb before I can even get in the car.
Hey, Mars, you could come over to the West Coast too.
Mars is on the West Side with this. Mars believes in Ja Morant. You guys are acting like y'all haven't seen this dude have a great impact on winning since he's been in the league. He has.
Yo, but this is my thing though, Ticket. Like that's how basketball works. So if I go to the 24-hour fitness with my son and play 2-on-2 with 2 grown men and we lose, you know what I'm saying? And then I go back with Ron and we win. That's kind of how basketball works. Like he's gonna play better with Chris Paul and than he is without Chris Paul. That makes sense to me.
The Devin Booker argument is garbage, and the reason why it's garbage is because they was building that unit around him. That team, it wasn't like
they wasn't building around Ja.
They was building
the Grizzlies around Ja.
They are building the Grizzlies. They are building the Grizzlies.
Right. Hold on. So hold on. Stop right there. So you just said that Phoenix was building the unit around Devin Booker. I agree with that.
Correct.
Right? So they had number 1 picks, all this stuff. Aiden, all those guys came in. They had different guys coming in from that time. TJ Warren was over there. He was playing well before he got hurt the next year. They had other players in and out over there.
Don't forget Josh Jackson.
Hold on. So what I'm saying to him is they did the same thing with Ja, but Ja was winning. They built the Memphis Grizzlies around Ja. Didn't Desmond Bain come after Ja Morant came? And he wasn't the number 1 overall pick. They also Jaren Jackson Jr. What pick was Jaren Jackson Jr. Chilltown?
I think he was
4, wasn't he?
Yeah,
No, Jaren came on Marvin Bagley. Jaren came before Ja.
He came before Ja Morant?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, so
I
remember
Jaren Jackson was the year before Ja.
Yeah,
but he wasn't doing that. That's why he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't doing that in that rookie year. His rookie year wasn't that impressive. So again, but I'm saying it wasn't something that. Did he average double figures?
I think he made the all rookie team.
No, I'm saying, but did he even average double figures? I don't even think he did something that would made him that you think he was.
But with that being said, that Phoenix team, they were building that team around Devin Booker, and they were getting better. You make it sound like Chris Paul showed up, and he was the difference in them now jumping to like they weren't getting better. They were on the verge of making the playoffs before Chris Paul got there. It's not like he got on Charlotte. You can give me the numbers all you want. They missed the playoffs that year. They missed the playoffs by one game.
My brother. Do you think that? Let me ask you a question, Phil.
With a 26-game guy in Devin Booker and a double machine in DeAndre Ayton, of course he's going to make them better. That's not lying. These are facts.
Let me ask you a question. Since you're the only logical one over here, let me ask you a question. And Bob, I can ask you too. So if the season never has stopped, because you just came in here yesterday when we was talking about the in-season tournament, and you said we shouldn't value that as much now based off of what we're seeing. You just said that yesterday. I got you on tape. So shouldn't we say the same thing about the bubble, since that was only in a condensed period of time, and that, okay, they got hot in the bubble, but Mars, Bob, maybe Damo, do y'all think that Phoenix would have made the playoffs if the season would have just continued the way it was going? Do y'all think Phoenix would have made the playoffs? Because I'm saying the only reason you talked about the Phoenix Suns that season is because the league stopped and they got a stimulus package to be able to go to the bubble and win 8 straight games in a bubble and still miss the playoffs. But I'm saying they would have never even made the playoffs had the season would have still been going Chilltown. So no, they wasn't getting better.
I'm glad you brought that up, Ticket. Well, who's to say that if the season didn't stop, who's to say that in that next 6 to 8 weeks, who's to say that Phoenix would not have gotten hot and went on a run like they did in the bubble? Who's to say that wouldn't have happened? There's no evidence to suggest that would not have happened. They could have ran off 8 straight, 10 straight games at the end of the season and got.
I don't believe that. I don't.
Of course you don't believe that.
Hold on. That's why you don't. You know basketball. Hold on, chill. This is why I be getting mad at you, bro. On some real, chill. On some real stuff, my bro. This is why I be getting mad at you, bro. You know basketball, bro. The way they were playing before the bubble, bro. That team was on the down spiral, bro. Them getting that break and Monty being able to get that time out with them helped save that season. Go back and look at with the last 10 games before they went in the bubble. Mars can pull up the record because he probably got his computer right there in front of you. He can pull up the last 10 games. They were not rolling. They were dead in the water, bro. They were not playing well. That bubble helped them. That bubble made everybody say, oh, look at the Phoenix Suns now. Without the bubble, bro, they were playing like trash. They would have never made the playoffs. They'd have been a sorry team. So my point is this. So when you take a team like that wasn't going to make the playoffs, put CP3 on it, and they go to the NBA Finals and go up 2-0, what else are we talking about? Because now
it's a couple teams in the league that year, though, that I can say if you put Chris Paul on there, they get to the playoffs.
CP3's gone now. What happened, Ron? CP3's gone now, and this team is in the last place in the play-in. They might not make the playoffs.
Ticket, that don't make no sense, though. What happened when he went to OKC? They went to the playoffs. What happened when he left OKC?
Man, y'all dudes, man. Y'all act like y'all dudes can't be this damn dumb, man. Hey, excuse me. Mars, please explain to this cat, Mars. Because I'm sick of these dudes capping, acting like they don't understand what I'm saying, bro.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Ticket, but you make it when you bring up Devin Booker, you leave out very important facts, like the fact that they were building that unit around him and that they were getting better each year. You leave out the fact that DeAndre Ayton, who was the number 1 overall pick, who was a double machine, missed almost a third of the season. So it wasn't like Devin Booker is just a loser. The number 1 pick in the draft, who was very vital to what they were trying to do, he's out for a third of the season. So before they get Chris Paul And like you just mentioned, they were on a downward spiral. They had won 2 of their last 3 games before COVID had shut the season down, which was in March, I think March 12th or something like that. They had won 2 of their last 3 games. So then we get down to the bubble, which, by the way, you talking about the bubble helped them. Damn, they hadn't played in 4 months. It's not like they went to the bubble 2 weeks later and they were hot. They hadn't played in 4 months. 4 months.
Yo,
that matters.
Man, y'all capping, man. I can't respect what y'all doing, man, because y'all know this, bro. All I'm saying is that when Ja Morant went to the team, they built the team around Ja too, but Ja took them dudes to the playoffs, bro. And they were doing the same thing they were doing Devin Booker. My whole point is Devin Booker ain't nothing but a loser, bro. And you can tell right now by Phoenix, he got KD on his team playing at an all-world level, and he's still in the last place in the play-in. If they didn't have the play-in, he wouldn't even be in the playoffs right now, bro. Like, come on, let's be real, bro. Let's be real, bro. But you see instant impact when Ja go, hold on. But y'all sat up here and said everything bad about the Memphis Grizzlies. Am I lying, Mars? Did they not say the Memphis Grizzlies didn't have no defense? They were missing players, all this other stuff. Ja instantly goes in and turns it around off the jump. No question about it. Come on, man. Cut the shit, man. Cut it out, man.
Real quick before we go any further, this dude in the chat, Des Dudley, whatever your name is, just so you know, you don't know anything about me as a teacher. You know how the Ku Klux Klan feel about black people? That's how I feel about bullies. I don't protect bullies on any level. I hate everything about bullies. So there's no way that I'm protecting a bully and telling a good kid to settle down. I can't stand the sight of bullies. You understand me? So with that being said, that's terrible for you to even mention something like that, because that is not true about me. Get your story straight when you're talking about me. That's not true.
Yo, so Ticket. Out of guards in
What
the
up,
league
man?
right now.
I just don't like what y'all do, man. Like I said, man, it's the proof is in the pudding, bro. Mars ain't gonna say nothing. Damo ain't gonna say nothing. Them dudes ain't gonna say nothing. But it's true what I'm saying, bro.
Ticket, I got a question for you.
Like,
I got a
hold on. They still been building the team around Devin Booker. Where is the growth? Where is it? Do you see that team? Look, that boy got Kevin Durant on his team right now. And if they didn't even have no play in, them dudes would be out of the playoffs. We wouldn't even be talking about them. They're in the 10th seed.
Why we keep talking about Kevin Durant and Devin Booker like they've been together for 5 years? And I'm not giving them a pass. I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna say this to you. Hold on, chill. But I'm not saying, hold on. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you saw all the dudes even last year when they got KD and Booker. They said it was over with. They're going to the chip. Bobby's on here saying it's over in 6. Suns in 6. So I'm saying you seeing something different. They don't play D. He don't have no leadership. He ain't no leader, bro. That's why I told y'all, when you put a guy like CP3 or Real G on that team, that situation turned around. You brought a winner in there that turned that situation around. All I'm saying is I think Ja is better because Ja possesses that in him, the qualities that Devin Booker doesn't possess. You might think Devin Booker got more skills than Ja and whatever, but I think Ja is a better leader. I think he got more dog. I think he got more will. I think he got more heart. I think he got more desire than Devin Booker. And that's why I think he's better than Devin Booker.
So can I hear who else you think that Ja is better than? And
no, I told you already. He's top 5 point guard. Hold on. He's top 5 point guard in the league. He's top 5 point, but I don't think Haliburton is. I've been told y'all this.
That's cool. But I'm saying where do you have Ja ranked at? And who do you have ahead?
He's top 10. Ja Morant's top 10 in the NBA. He's top 10 player in the league. He's in the league.
Is that 10? Is that 8? Is that 6? Like when you say top 10, where's
he's probably around 7.
7?
Yeah, he's probably around 7.
So who's the 6th
No, now I move him up. But yeah, he's probably around 7.
I see what you're doing, Ron, and no, you're not doing that, Ron. Ticket was talking about, because I see where you're trying to go with this. You think you slick, Ron. Who was the 6th
trying to see how good Ja Morant is.
Wrong, you think you slick, Ron.
All right, who's the 300 players below him then?
No, that's not the point. Ticket said when Ja Morant was in the league and when he was rocking before the suspension last year, he was a top 10 player in the game. That's what he's talking about. Don't try to get slick, Ron, and make it seem like he's saying that Ja Morant is a top 10 player right now. Because no, he ain't. You think you slick.
All right, now watch this.
No, he didn't say that.
Ja Morant a top 10 player right now. Now you speak in Spanish. De nada. Gracias. Por favor, amigo.
Nigga, I told you I got business going on. Hey, hold on. Bro, I got real business going on. You think I'm joking, man? You think I'm playing, dog? I'm sorry, I ain't even know. Hey, I forgot I ain't put myself on mute, man. Hey, Ron, I told you I got real businesses, man. You understand what I'm saying? I got all kind of things going on, dog. Real talk, man. You understand? For real, we don't just talk about it. We be about it, Ron. But like I said, when I was cooking y'all. Hey, Ron, like I said, when I was cooking y'all dudes, bro, Stop giving these dudes credit for stuff they didn't do. Chilltown's right. They was building a unit around Devin Booker. They got great picks. They was getting good assets, and Devin Booker still couldn't get it done. In the biggest moments, what did he do?
Hold up,
He
though.
hold on. He folded.
Did Chris Paul make him? Is that what you're saying?
Hold on. Hold on. Even though Chris Paul folded too in that last closeout game against Dallas, we've seen Devin Booker fold out in many closeout situations. We have never seen Devin Booker close the deal. He hasn't shown heart. He cries about getting double teamed. He doesn't want to be a leader. This dude is, like I said, he cries to the refs. He got skills. He don't possess. He's like T-Mac to me. Bob yesterday was talking about T-Mac. He's like Vince and T-Mac in them. He's just a scorer. He don't possess what Kobe possessed. He ran around talking that mama mentality stuff, but he don't possess that. Only a very few possess that. That's why I always tell Chilltown, I never put LeBron James in the category with Mike. I never put him in the category with Kobe. I never put him in the category with Larry. Them dudes had a real killer about them. They wanted to
take James. You don't do what he did, and you ain't have that killer in you. You don't have that.
I mean, it's easy when you go get 100 dudes like y'all do against me every day.
No, Ticket. You're not doing that right there. There's no way that you're telling me that a dude. No, there's no way you're doing that. And the reason why you're not doing that is because you don't do everything that he did and be nice all the time. You don't do what he did, and you don't have that killer instinct in you. There's just different levels to it. That's all. James is still much. James is still.
Ray Allen had a killer.
Who?
Ray Allen.
What about him?
You heard what I said. Did Kyrie Irving have a killer?
Kyrie Irving was definitely had a killer instinct. Yes, he did.
Did Ray Allen have a killer? That's two NBA Finals right there.
Yes, he did have a killer. So wait
you
a minute.
You want me to keep going?
Wait a minute. Are you suggesting that these guys? Are you suggesting that these guys are the reason why they won? Is that what you're suggesting? Because that's just not true. That's just
Devin Booker went to the finals too.
Yes, he did go to the NBA Finals. Yes, he did, Big Ox, and he was good. And he was damn good in the NBA Finals. He was damn good in the NBA Finals.
And he was better than Chris Paul on the way there.
So
Ja Morant never been to the finals.
And also too, as old as Chris Paul is,
Ja Morant didn't have CP3.
Hold up, right quick. Okay, but CP3.
Well, he is CP3. That's the difference. He didn't have to have CP3.
Had a bunch of players. Chill. CP3 had a bunch of players. You mentioned David West yesterday, how great he was. The Los Angeles Clippers, all of them guys.
Man, don't even talk to me
James
about
Harden, Paul George.
Did I miss the Haliburton and Ja Morant combo?
That's what we're doing right now. That's actually what
we're
doing right
now. This
Dog.
can't be it because I'm hearing LeBron James, Devin Booker, and
we ain't talking about James. We talking about Haliburton, who went 7 for 19 last night, and he didn't go off. He did not go off, Damo. And Ja Morant, who I thought that, even though he just came back, I thought that Indiana, with the terrible defense that they did, that they had, that they did as good a job as they could have possibly done with them. But you could get whatever you want against Indiana, though. Whatever you want against them, you could get it.
Are we gonna be honest about, again? I'm not too worried about the outcome of the Grizzlies versus the Pacers, and I'm not ducking or anything. I got niggas working on shit in my room right now, so can't have a camera on, a lot of shit going on. It was a brief little intermission so I can give my 2 cents. Are we about to lie and act like, Ron, I didn't call this and say they both were gonna play bad or mid? And
you did say that.
I said that. I said one of 3 things is going to happen. One's going to play good, the other's going to play good, or they both play good. But what I want to happen, honestly, was realistic. They're both going to be bad, and we're going to have to come and force the narrative. But Ron, you called it. Oh, but one's going to win, and that's going to be the person that's right, whoever wins. Honestly, they both played. It was a decent little game. They both had their runs. Cool little game. Didn't prove anything. I don't think this game put anybody above anybody or prove anything. It just showed these are two good young guards in the NBA that have bright futures. I don't think anybody's propaganda can get pushed. I don't think anybody's narrative has been proven. In terms of Reese versus Ja Morant, I don't think anything got proven last night. But
why didn't Reese step up? Why didn't Reese step up and help his team in all these games? And
again, like I said yesterday, I don't care for being the person that just wants to be the Mr. Right in the situation. They both played relatively mid. It was not a great game for either or. I don't know. The conversation was the duel between them. The duel was subpar. There you go. If you're about to say, but the Grizzlies whooped their ass, I mean, it was really well, shit, they came to play that day. They outplayed them. I will say so far in these 2 games, That boy Ja Morant, hey, that energy is there. He is turning the tide energy-wise. Them boys are playing real basketball. They look like they into it. So the energy is there. It is looking real, it's looking legit. I just got to see it more.
And with that being said, really quickly, Ron, with that being said, Damo, you're going to come off that Bismack, Biyombo, Rudy Gobert logic. You are going
I sure won't. You ain't see Bismack get that and one dunk?
Yes, you will come off that.
What?
Yes, you will come off of
Hold
that.
on, so Damo, we're not going to talk about Hallie going 2 of 12 from the 3. We're not going to talk about in the big moments of the game, the same way we saw against the Lakers in that championship game where Hallie was nowhere to be found when the game was getting out of control. Because, you know, when you play a game like that and it gets out of control, it takes a lot to get back in the game. So then by the time you get back in the game, you're tired from having because you're fought from so much down to get back in the game. So I'm saying there are times where he could be stepping up and saying, okay, nah, I'm this dude right here that I've been showing at the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all of these great numbers and all of this stuff. Now he's not showing that. The last 8 games, 7 games, he's not showing that, bro. And it's being consistent. And then after the game, you'll say, oh, well, look at his stats. He did a good game. That don't mean nothing, bro. Y'all look at the game.
Who said he had a good game? Who said he had a good game?
You just said I thought they both played.
I said they both had relatively mid. I said they've been mid. They had mid games, decent games. It wasn't crazy.
You thought Josh was mid?
John's game yesterday, I thought it was a mid game. It was a decent game. He didn't do a lot. What was it, 20 and 5? It was a mid game.
20 and 8, I think.
20 and 8, I'm sorry. Yeah, 20 and 8 compared to 17 and 14. Mid games by the standard. Tyrese was not efficient. He shot like garbage, but he put up stats. Mid. Ja Morant was not high volume that like Ja Morant was 7 for 16, 1 for 3 from the 3. He was not high volume at all. He just did enough to win for that team because it was a team effort. I'm not gonna sit there and say that was a big game about Ja. It was a mid game about Ja. Compared to his first game?
It's a big Damo. So, Damo, it isn't a huge difference with him on the court. You don't see a huge difference in that team with him on the court. You don't see a complete difference in the team.
I said that. I gave him that credit.
So you have to give him more credit than that.
I said the last 2 games, his energy has been there. That the energy is great. He's turned the team around. I said that. You're not listening.
No, I'm saying I don't think it's just the energy. I think he makes the guys around him better, is what I'm saying.
Wouldn't that constitute as energy?
No, because you could just be an energy guy and just have energy. I don't mean you're making the guys better.
What guys has he made better these last 2 games? Hold
on. Let me give you an example, Chill Town, because I know you know basketball, but y'all niggas be capping just to go against me. Bro,
no, I'm not. Hold on. Before you go any further,
Bruce Brown's an energy guy. Bruce Brown's an energy guy, but I mean, he's making people better. Look,
he is because I'm boosting your energy ticket.
So Luka Doncic makes people. Hold on. Luka Doncic makes guys better around him.
Right.
That's right. So that's a difference. It's a difference. An energy guy is different than a dude who's making dudes around him better. Ja Morant not only gives you the energy, but he makes the other guys around him better, bro.
Who is he making better?
He's getting guys easy looks.
I can get with that. I can get with that.
He's getting guys easy looks. He's getting guys easy dunks. He's taking a double team. They were double teaming him on the 3-point line last night. Every time he had the ball. So he's making the game easier for everybody else around him. What I'm saying is not delusional. So when Damo says, "Oh, he had a big game," that's BS. Damo knows he was trapped every single time last night, and what did he do? He made all those other guys better, and they blew the team out.
Tiki, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
We look at the game different, bro. Look at the game.
No, and it's sad that you look at the game the way you do because you're super biased and you don't admit it. And that's the nastiest mess. That's the nastiest mess in the world.
I said he was a loser, and the nigga been losing.
You're literally saying the 20 and 8 from Ja because of the energy, because of how good he's making guys is great. But this man Reese has been putting up performances like that within these last 8 games, and you've called it trash. You're a hypocrite.
Because I watched the game. Hold on. I watched the game. I watched how he get his points and how he get his assist.
He put 19 and 13 up against Chicago, and you sit there after mouth on his camera and sit there and say, that's not good. That's not impactful. Get the hell out of here, bro. You're a hypocrite.
It's not impactful, bro. Hold on, my man. Again, me and you look at the game different. We look at the game from a dude who's never played and a dude who did play.
When I mean bias towards a player, you just talk out your ass. I get it.
Hey, Damo,
No,
I'd rather
Ticket,
talk out of my ass and get paid
talk out
lots
your
of money
ass and use your professional
than not
resume
know nothing about basketball, bro.
to
Ticket,
hide it
don't
and
know
make
ball,
it seem
man.
like you're being legit.
19
Period, bro.
Ticket, I've seen an empty 20. I've seen an empty 20.
I dare you to go out there and do what I do for
How
1
was
year,
19
for 1
and-
month,
how was
for 1 day.
19 and
Ticket, I promise you.
19
Ticket, I
and
promise you. I've been
13
doing what you do for the last 3
All I'm
years.
asking,
You
all I'm
can't
asking,
do it.
Yeah,
You
on the
can't do it.
microphone and just say
You
dumb
can't
stuff.
You can't do it. So why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do
Ticket and
it?
Damo.
Why
Ticket
didn't
and
you
Wait a
do
Damo.
it?
minute.
On the mic,
Wait a
and I
minute.
just
Ticket
say
and
stuff.
Damo.
Why didn't you do
I'm
it?
asking a simple question.
done
I'm
that.
asking a simple question. I'm asking a simple question. How was 19 and 13 not impactful? Because when I think about, I've seen empty 20. I've seen an empty 20 and 10. I have seen that in the past. But I'm trying to figure out from a league guard standpoint, I'm trying to figure out how 19 and 13 with your crew is not impactful. I'm interested to hear that from you, Ticket. How was 19 and 13 not impactful?
Well, sir, we've seen this happen before. We've seen guys put up big numbers and then not have an impact on winning. Some games you can watch a guy and you have to watch the rhythm and the flow of a game, bro.
Right.
Sometimes a dude had 35 points and it had no impact on winning. For example, let me give you a perfect example. Zach LaVine in Chicago. Zach LaVine can put up all those numbers. He had no impact. The minute he lead that team, they are one of the best teams in the league right now since he left. Because his stats were empty. His numbers were empty. Cade Cunningham put up all these great numbers down there, but guess what? The turnovers ain't nobody looking at. So when you look at them turnovers, that has a negative impact on his team. That balances out the good things he does. It weighs them down. The same thing when you look across the board at a guy like Tyrese Haliburton. You can say, oh, he had 17 points and 14 assists. When did he get those 17 points? When did he have those 14 assists? And guess what? How many turnovers did he have? And did he not go 2 of 12 from the three? So what happened with all those 10 3-pointers he was missing? What was the Memphis Grizzlies doing off that? You got to look at all these different aspects of the game,
last night, you could argue that Hallie had a bad game last night.
I watched the game. Early
no,
on in the game, he was playing Lamar. Ron, you know he was playing like trash early in that game.
No, last night, yeah, he definitely started off the game bad, and they definitely got into a hole. But he was part of the reason why they went on a run and came back. But I'm gonna go back to like the other games that Damo's talking about, like those 19s and 13s. Hallie rarely has games where he doesn't have his fingerprint on the game for the whole game. Hallie rarely has quote unquote bad games. And even last night, I'm hard pressed to say last night was a bad game because he still had 14 assists.
Well, let me give you an example. J Kidd had games like that and took a team to the finals. J Kidd came in early having games like that, big time games like that, and would improve teams off the rip. And J Kidd in his prime had teams like that where he was putting up those type of numbers with the New Jersey Nets and took them to the finals 2 years in a row. His impact on the game. This is the same thing I was telling y'all about CP3. Wherever he goes, he helps a team get better, and especially in his prime. So I'm saying, what is your impact on the team? That's why I said to Chilltown. That's why I was saying to Bobby yesterday.
Hallie hasn't helped him get better?
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying to you. I want you to listen what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you that as great as y'all say Haliburton is, right? You should not have no excuse by saying, oh, well, they're not good enough to make the playoffs. No, they should be in the playoffs. There's not even no question about it. They should be a playoff team with as good as you guys say that this dude is. Because guess why? In year 2, Luka Doncic came in and did it. His numbers is impactful. When Luka puts up a triple-double, they normally win in games. Go look at Luka's record when he got a triple-double or a double-double. Go look at Hallie's record when they got a double-double. See, this is when I really start cooking these niggas. Now, Mars, pull up Haliburton's record when he scores a double-double. Tell me his career record whenever he scores a double. No. I'm gonna give these niggas truth serum today.
Why does that matter?
I'm cooking three the hard way. No, Ron. We're not doing that. When Holly does a double-double, what is this record, Mars? Read reality to these stuff.
What is the significance behind that, though? Why are we looking
at
it?
Hold on. I'm showing you empty stats. When you're putting up those numbers and they're not helping result into wins, those are empty stats, because I can give you situations where guys were in lesser situations where they had a better effect on winning when they put up big numbers. Case in point, when Russell Westbrook was averaging triple doubles, most of those games he had triple doubles, they were winning.
I'm saying, the impact you're running the stats to describe impact. Last night, Ja didn't have a great
I'm saying his film. That's my point. You make my point. You're making my point. My point is, listen, my point is Hallie's numbers don't mean nothing to me. His impact on the game is what means something. So when y'all come in here and say, oh, well, Hallie had this, he had that, I'm watching the game. Chilltown understand this, bro. We watching moments in the game. The same we watched the Lakers game with Haliburton. When them moments early in the game, Bob, when the Lakers was putting pressure on them and Holly had no answer shooting air balls from the three, those were demoralizing for his team. Those helped the Lakers get more energy, and it helped the Lakers get more confidence early in that game to really push them out of the way in that game.
Well, you know, basketball is a game. Basketball is a game of runs. You know what I'm saying? So that happens. That happens sometimes. You can start a game. You can go to a game and go down 16-7. You know what I'm saying? And
so why he ain't close the game when it got close last night then?
All I'm simply saying is that, you know, we know from playing ball that it's a game of runs and you can start down and come back. I understand what you're saying, that the Lakers got out early in that championship game, but you know, it happens.
Well, man, fuck that.
It's an 82 game season, so I'm gonna keep the same energy you keep. I gotta see it from Ja.
But I gotta see it from Ja.
I gotta see it from Ja.
Do not move that. Keep that.
I can't find that stat. I don't know how to find someone's record when they have a double.
I'm giving it to you right now, Moss. I'll give it to you right now. So, Ticket, just so you know, they played 27 games this season. In the 27 games, Haliburton has played 24 of those 27 games.
I said, his career. I said, what's Haliburton's career record with the double?
I'm just thinking about this season right here. I'm just talking about this season.
Cool. No problem.
I'm just talking about this season here. They've played 27 games. He's missed 3 of them, right? So he's played 24 of those games. In those 24 games, he's had double doubles when they've won 12 of those 24 games. So they're 500 when he's getting the double double.
Okay, cool. No problem. I got you that 500 this season. Okay, so that would mean for his career he's under 500 since they were losing before. But it's cool. No problem. I'm with you. Don't chill. I'm with you. We talking about this year. Okay, no problem. The Damos and them is this, right? The reason why I say, and it's good that we have this disagreement because we all have to agree. We look at basketball different, bro, because I look at the moments and things you do in certain moments in the game. I don't just always look at your stats, bro. For example, I look at the big plays and the impact you have on the game because all the time it's not going to jump out on the stat sheet. Now, here's the case in point, right? Y'all will say, oh, well, Ticket, well, you criticize Draymond Green for that. But that's because when I'm looking at Draymond Green's moments, I don't always feel like the things he does is impactful. Sometimes I think the things he does are harmful to the team a lot of times. Now, does he do good things that can help the team? Take charges, do other things, make crisp passes off the reads for step to play. Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't think that outweighs all of the negative he brings. So when we look at things like this, bro, I look at all different types of players and the different impact they bring to a team. Let me give you an example. Mars, he likes the big fella from Brooklyn. What's the kid's name? Chilltown that plays the center.
Claxton.
Yeah, likes Claxton. You know why? Because Mars thinks Claxton brings a plus to the team. He thinks that Claxton on the team brings he helps the team in a positive way, and I agree with Mars on that. I agree that he does that. I'm just saying, and you don't always want to see it in his stats all the time, but if you watch the games, you'll see what's going on.
I'm having a difficult time thinking that Tyrese Haliburton is a negative. However, when he's a double guy, even though they 500 when he's a double guy, I'm having a difficult time watching him. Despite what happened last night, he's not a negative when he's on the floor.
It's no way Ticket saying that. Ticket knows ball way too much to come out here and in any way, shape, or form insinuate that Tyrese Halliburton's a negative. It's no way he could say that based on his assist to turnover, based on his efficiency, based on his ability to make a team that, how I keep saying, is subpar better. It's no way Ticket can get.
But Ron, see, and this is my issue with you though right now. In this, at least in this last game with Hallie, there's no way you're about to sit there and ignore the fact that was a at best mid game from Hallie. Hold on. Earlier you said, well, not even earlier, like not too long ago, you literally said, I mean, he had 13 assists, 14 assists. He was impactful. That was a good game. I'm not gonna call it a bad game. I would call it a bad game because if we're talking about efficiency, that's something you hang your hat on with Hallie, like you just said. He wasn't efficient last night. If we're talking about his assist to turnover ratio, yes, in all actuality, 14 or 13 assists, so 4 turnovers for any point guard is great. But for the standard of a playmaker that Hallie is, and we hang his hat on him not turning the ball over like that, He had 4 to 5 turnovers last night. That's not good for Hallie standards.
Damo, I'm glad you said that, Damo.
That's a bad game.
That's good for anybody's standards. It is good for Magic Johnson.
There's a problem though with that, Ron. That's not
John Stockton standards.
But everybody is not a top 5 player, top 5 point guard like you. Every top 5 point guard like you saying that he is. That's the difference, Ron.
If John Stockton was playing, well, matter of fact, we can go to any John Stockton game. If at the end of the game he had 14 assists and 4 turnovers, you would say for his job on the team he had a good game.
Not if I was going off what you were going off over the last couple of games where he was 25 and 17 with 2 turnovers, 28 and 18 with no turnovers. That's the standard that you were setting. So when this guy goes 17 and 14 and 5 turnovers, he's not impacting the game as much as he did previously. And that was the standard, Ron, that you set for him. That was the one that you set.
Ron, check out this fun stat. So you said Tyrese Haliburton isn't a minus for the season. Well, guess what he is for the season? Go to statmuse.com. This season, Tyrese Haliburton is a plus 38 for the season. Right. Guess what De'Aaron Fox is? A plus 69 for this season, right? Guess what Luka Doncic is this season? So again, he's only a plus 38 for this season, right? Tyrese Haliburton with all the little double-doubles, all the big-time assists, he's only a plus 38 for the season.
Plus minus?
Yes, this for this season. His
what
plus minus is
plus minus without Kyrie?
Hold on.
What is Luka's plus minus without
De'Aaron
Kyrie?
Fox, hold on, I'm about to get you now. De'Aaron Fox is a plus 69. And I told you I had De'Aaron Fox over him, but y'all didn't look at De'Aaron Fox's assist and all that stuff. Luka Doncic for this season, sir. You know what Luka Doncic is? Luka Doncic is only a plus 21. Now, you know why he's only a plus 21 for this season? You know why? Do you know why, Ron?
Because Haliburton's better?
No. You know why? Because most of his team's offense relies on him. Hallie has other guys on the team that actually help him, that help balance out that team effort that they put out. Most, if you look at the plus minus, okay, for example, look at the other point guard in the league, right? What's the boy's name in Philly, Chilltown? Tyrese Maxey, right?
Yes.
All right, so Tyrese Maxey, he's got other guys on that team that's helping him, helping them fill out. You know what Tyrese Maxey's plus minus is this season? 270 plus 270. And I told you I had Tyrese Maxey. I had Tyrese Maxey weight up there. But guess why? Tyrese Maxey is facilitating, but look at the guys he got around him too that's helping build him up too, or that he's helping build up. So his numbers are astronomically through the roof because he's balling and he is having a great impact on the other guys that's around him. All I'm saying to y'all is, man, is the guys I told y'all, I just think that they're better than Haliburton. I don't think Haliburton's trash. I think he's a good point guard. I just think y'all putting too much sauce on it, man. I just think y'all.
You think Tyrese Maxey is better than Tyrese Haliburton?
Yes, right now.
Say you have a bias against Tyrese Haliburton.
If you ask me, hold on, Damo. If you ask me right now to take one player over another, you can ask everybody on this that's up here on the screen. I'm taking Tyrese Maxey over Haliburton. And I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why I'm taking Tyrese Maxey over Haliburton, for one, I feel like he's more of a dog. I want that on my team. I want a guy I feel like that's gonna go get it and don't care what nobody gonna say about it. That's one of the most important things to me is I think he got more heart than Hallie because I've seen Hallie fold in certain situations when his stuff got tough.
But secondly, it's not. Hold on, before you go to the second ticket, this is why you make me tight. No, this is why you make me tight. You'll talk about last night through and through, but when Hallie was dropping cats off in the clutch, when Hallie was leading his team back to comebacks, when Hallie beat the Bucks twice, when he beat the Celtics and had Drew doing spin moves and turnarounds on defense, when he was cooking Jason Tatum, when he was cooking Derek White, when he was cooking Jalen Brown, when he was cooking the best defenses in the league, you didn't come up here and say nothing. You hated the whole time. Hey, Tyrese Maxey comes and drops 50 on him. You big up Tyrese Maxey for the whole next week. Tyrese Haliburton comes back and kills for the next 2 weeks, and you don't say nothing when he's killing in the clutch. You don't say nothing when he's putting up a score.
Because he has a bias.
You don't say nothing when he goes 35.
I've seen this. Hold on, Ron.
You don't do anything like that.
I've seen this. Hold on, Ron.
When he has a bad game in the clutch, you want to bring it up. So what about the good games he had? Because I promise you he's had more good games than he's had bad games.
Because I don't believe, because based off what I've seen from him, I don't believe he really about that life.
So you think his good games are flukes and you think his bad games are more realistic?
No. Listen what I'm saying.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Hold on. I don't, hold on, Ron. Hey, Ron, I don't think he's made of what you think he's made of. Let me tell you a difference. You know what Bob thinks De'Aaron Fox is made of? I respect that because I agree with Bob. I think De'Aaron Fox made of that. I think De'Aaron Fox the truth. And I would take De'Aaron Fox over him too because of De'Aaron Fox's dog. Because I know De'Aaron Fox got that grit too. Because I know De'Aaron Fox won't back down in those moments. He's gonna keep coming, and he's not gonna make excuses. Not saying how he made no excuses, but I like. Hold on. But I like that. Hold on.
And I've seen him lose a lot of games.
Hold on. Let me give you a difference. Hold on. Let me give you a difference. Hold on, Ron. I'm gonna give you. Hold on, Ron. I'm gonna give you a difference. I'm gonna give you a difference right here. If that was De'Aaron Fox last night, and he saw if that was De'Aaron Fox last night, and he saw that Ja was coming back like that, De'Aaron Fox would win there like, man, we're gonna get the win. I'm gonna get this to 40. There, as a point guard, De'Aaron Fox. If you hold on,
he was not doing that.
I would put De'Aaron Fox. I would put De'Aaron Fox in that situation.
He was not doing this ticket. I seen him. I watched him. The games came on my local television. I didn't have 5 screens. I only had 3.
Capping, man. Y'all capping, man. So what was he doing?
Wait,
what
real quick.
I have my laptop.
Do you have Jamal Murray over Tyrese Haliburton?
That's fair.
No, this season, no, because Jamal Murray hasn't been playing enough. I can't make an argument for that.
Okay.
This season, I can't come in here honestly say, yeah, I got Jamal Murray over him this season because Jamal Murray ain't even played enough. In the games he played, he's been dumbed down. He haven't really been. His impact gonna come in the playoffs when he really got to step up. That's when Jamal Murray, he's sort of like Jimmy Butler. He's hurt during the season, in and out, not really consistent as far as doing what he need to do. When you get to the playoffs, he was like a superstar.
I don't know. I just find the Tyrese Maxey over Haliburton take is real. For me,
ask anybody else what they take.
For me, hold on. I'm just saying. For me, it's definitely given. It's definitely given 2016-17 Kyrie over Damian Lillard. Like you're really gonna take a guy that's playing with a actual number 1, playing with an actual dog, so he has the freedom to be a magnificent number 2. You're going to compare him to a guy that has the responsibilities of a number 1. Like, what are we doing? I don't even think that's a fair comparison.
Hold on, but here's the thing. I don't think
there's a world where you say a guy like Tyrese Maxey is really going to be better than a guy like Tyrese Haliburton.
How much better with Tyrese Haliburton? How much better would Tyrese Haliburton be if he was running with Joel Embiid?
Oh my God! Chill.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Hold on, chill. Let me ask this question, chill.
That's the question right there.
Hold on, chill down. What do you think Tyrese Haliburton would be doing without Joel Embiid? Do you still think he's putting up numbers? Do you still think he's a dog enough to do his thing?
He is doing his thing.
I didn't say that. I said without Joel Embiid, what level of player do you think?
Are you talking about Tyrese Maxey? That's what you're talking about. So Tyrese Maxey doesn't have he ain't doing what Tyrese Haliburton doing. No.
But wait, let's take this step by step though. Let's answer that first question though, Ticket. What would Tyrese Haliburton be doing in place over there with Joel Embiid?
If he's running with Joel Embiid.
I don't think he'll be winning no championships.
Is Tyrese Maxey
better? The Sixers would be better.
Based off what I seen, I don't trust him in the big moments. I think he can play. I think he's a good point guard.
Is Tyrese Maxey about to win the championship with Joel Embiid?
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, they got a great chance to go to the championship this year and win it. If they get to the finals, if they get to the finals, they win the chip. Hold on, I'm gonna say like this.
Is Tyrese Maxey about to win a championship with Joel Embiid? It's simple yes or no. You know what I'm saying? It's not right or wrong answer. I'm just curious.
You know what, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
That's fair.
The reason why I say, hold on, Bob. I'll tell you the truth from my heart. The only reason why I say I don't know is because I got so much confidence in Giannis Antetokounmpo as a player. I think that Giannis can overcome. Okay. I think he can overcome anything Philly can throw at him. So that's the only reason why I say that. Any other team, I think Philly could beat any other team this year. I think
my main reason for really getting involved in the conversation on that point is because previously you used the plus or minus argument. And I believe that the plus or minus, I don't like that stat, especially like in a game by game basis.
No, they said that. I don't say that. They said that.
Oh, I just got back to my. I was going. I had to go back.
Okay. Nah, I was just answering. I heard the
plus or minus argument, and I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair right now because Tyrese's plus or minus is impacted by Joel Embiid's play. You know what I'm saying? So that's all the reason I'm like, that's not really fair when you got.
But you don't think. Hold on. But you don't think. You don't. Hold on. You don't think. Let me say.
I like Tyrese a lot. I like Tyrese a lot. Let me make sure we all know that.
I think De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Maxey will both be doing what they was doing if they didn't have the same teammates they had. I think they would still be playing the same way they're playing. I don't think what I'm saying is this. I don't think Tyrese Maxey is doing what he's doing because he's just playing beside Joel Embiid. I think Tyrese Maxey doing that because the dude can play.
That's fair.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask what Tyrese Haliburton be doing what he had, or be doing the same thing he's doing if he didn't have what he had?
Hold on. I think Tyrese Haliburton as far as just the way he looked on the court. But listen, that's not my point. You guys missed my entire point. And again, this is the reason why Mars has Kobe Bryant ranked over guys like LeBron. This is the reason why he has Jordan ranked over LeBron. It ain't about the numbers y'all talking about. I told y'all, I grade players differently. I grade you on what's inside that chest. When we get to those moments, whenever I've seen Holly in his career so far get to the moments, he froze up, bro. And that was this year in the tournament.
He literally got like 3 game winners this year. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about in the biggest. But he does that at the beginning of the season all the time. They started out good and they end up losing. He end up getting hurt or they lose out.
It's been 1 year. What do you mean he always does this?
Bro, he's doing it again right now.
He did it last year when nobody expected him to be that. Last year they were supposed to be the Wizards. They all of a sudden overachieved, but then everybody said it was just the beginning of the year, so it doesn't matter. They're gonna balance out. Then Hallie gets hurt, then they obviously go to shit. Obviously, now this year he's been balling. I can't come up here and say I'm telling the truth, and that you and Damo, I think, are telling the truth. If you are putting Holly as a top 5 guard, again, chill town. I'm not putting him over Luka. I'm not putting him over SGA. I'm not putting him over De'Aaron Fox. I'm not putting him over Tyrese Maxey, and I'm not putting him over Ja Morant. I'm just not, bro. Yeah, and look, every one of those you can ask maybe Mars or Chill or whatever. If y'all I'm not putting them over them. Them dudes is dogs, man, and they getting it done, bro. Period, man. And I got to see him do it in those moments, man.
Trae Young neither.
You don't have him over Trae Young?
Trae Young neither.
Yeah. I've seen Trae Young take a team to the conference finals too. So again, until I see Holly do some of the things those guys are doing, I can't even put him on those levels, man. I can't, bro. I can't, Ron. I can't. Listen, you got dudes out here saying Kawhi's running Luka. Well, Kawhi has a way better team than Luka. That's how great Luka is that they got to use that excuse to say Kawhi's owning Luka when they know Kawhi's got a way better team than what Luka got. Luka got Kyrie.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going at all.
For real though, Luka got Kyrie and role players, and Kawhi got 4 Hall of Famers on his team. But when he beats him, he owns Luka.
Kawhi got Russell Westbrook.
Say what?
Kawhi got Russell Westbrook. That's a hindrance.
Hey, Big Ox, that's enough of this Russell Westbrook logic. I'm sick of you with the Russell Westbrook logic. I'm tired of you with the Russell Westbrook logic. I am sick of it. You Sacramento homer. I'm sick of you.
What's Sacramento got to do with this? Why y'all got to always bring Sacramento?
I'm sick of you with this. I'm sick of you with this Russell Westbrook. With this Russell Westbrook nonsense?
Let me talk hoop without bringing up the downs, the lows of the Sacramento Kings franchise. That didn't have nothing to do with me. I didn't draft Nick Stauskas. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that.
Bro, what's wrong with this dude, man? Come on, Bob, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Don't do that, dog.
No. All right. I took it a little too far. What I'm saying is, I just don't like where you're going with this. Kawhi Leonard only did this because he got 4 Hall of Famers. When you've been talking shit about you've been talking shit about all these dudes except for Russ all season. So don't bring up how
hold on. I said against.
Just don't do that. You just never consistent with
against
shit
Luka.
like this.
I said they're running around saying he owns Luka, but he got a stupid. Hold on. But he got 4 Hall of Famers on the team.
Nobody can rightfully say right now with 100% certainty where you stand on more than 3 topics when it comes to basketball because you switch your shit up every 48 hours.
Hold on.
Only thing I know you stand on is that
Giannis is the best player. Hold on. Giannis is the best player in the world.
For a couple minutes, but you didn't have it for at least an hour and 3 minutes.
My bad. I was too dominant. My bad. Go ahead.
Exactly. I need some help. You're dominant. Fuck with me. What I'm saying is you switching up your take. You're switching up your takes every 48 hours. Only thing I know is that you don't like LeBron because
Did my take on Holly switch? Did my take on Holly switch?
It's not so much that. It's that you're using different topics. You're using different topics that you used in opposite ways previous to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, be consistent with it. I'm not talking about Tyrese Haliburton. I'm talking about you. You brought Kawhi Leonard into this, so I had to unmute my.
Wait, hold on. But where did I change when all I said is that dudes are saying that he owns Luka, but how can you own Luka when you have 4 Hall of Famers on your team and Luka don't? How is that owning somebody?
That's just how basketball works. That's just how basketball works. That's not basketball works. So what you're saying is I'm not supposed to give you credit for winning basketball games because you got an old Russell Westbrook in a not the same James Harden no more. Now I'm supposed to be like, well, you know what? You don't. What am I supposed to say, Tiki? That's not my fault.
James Harden just led the league in assists last year. The same James Harden was just averaging 21 a game. Come on, man.
See what I'm talking about? Now you're praising James Harden. I don't know what to think. I don't know what's going on. Well, hold on, though, Tiki. Can't we say is this the same James Harden that came to training camp in a fat suit? The same James Harden that ate 15 Trill burgers at the club? Why don't you use that? You was just using that a couple weeks ago. Don't praise James Harden now.
Man, Bob.
Can we just keep it hoop 24/7? Can we just keep it
on
the hardwood? No pause. 24/7.
Big shot Bobby Evans. Big shot Bobby Evans. I am keeping it hoop.
Yes, hold on. The only Christian Bobby
I am keeping it. Hold on.
That's
cool. That's cool. Hey, Bob. That's cool. Bob. That's cool. Only thing I'm saying to you is this, though. Big Ox. All I'm saying to you is this, bro.
Big tick.
My man. When you look at those type of guys, bro, we have always had an understanding that when you look at guys that are on super teams, they took credit away from these guys some which way, shape, or form. Steel Town has had arguments with dudes because they took credit away from LeBron James for Miami. People have Dale has arguments with dudes because they took credit away from KD for the Warriors, and so on and so forth. You understand? Because of how they made those teams. All I'm saying is the Clippers went and did the same thing. They have 4 Hall of Famers on the team, and they have great role players on the team. They have great role players. Hold on one second. All I'm saying is this. How can you say a guy owns another guy when he clearly has more help?
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Can I answer your question? You asked me that. I'm gonna answer your question because in the game that just happened, Kawhi had 30 and 10. Kawhi got busy. Kawhi was doing his thing. Paul George wasn't even there. I mean, what James Harden had 17 points, 11 assists. That's a hell of a stat line. But you just said that was mid. You just said that was mid when Tyrese Haliburton had 19 and 14 last night. So please help me understand. Please help me
impact
understand
on winning, right?
What is wrong.
His numbers had an impact on winning, right? They won the game, right?
Yes, because Kawhi Leonard had 30 and 10.
But what did James Harden have?
If Buddy Hield would have had 30 and 10 last night,
like I'm asking, what did James Harden have?
The Pacers would have. I just told you.
But what did Harden have that game? And then, hold on. And what did Russ have that game?
I said that already.
What did Russ have that game?
Russ had like 10 and 6.
Right. So hold on. So you take that and combine it, and what did James Harden have?
Bro, I know you're not trying to do this.
I'm asking you. Hey, when you get him in the hole, you take his mouth. So hold on. So here's my point to you. Then you also have great role players. Norman Powell. Tyrese. Norman Powell. Bones Collins. The list goes on. So hold on. So all I'm saying to you is this. I can't get 5 goals.
Stop giving Ja Morant credit for Desmond Bain because Desmond Bain was carrying the squad last night.
I can't get 5 goals. Jump Bobby Evans. I can't get 5 goals. That's not true. Hold on. Here's why you're lying. I know you didn't watch the game. Here's why you're lying, and I know you didn't watch the game. The reason why they got up wasn't because of Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain played like trash, and they were up by.
Who played better?
Hold on. Let me finish. Desmond Bain was playing like garbage, and they got up by 20. So it wasn't even about Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain was hurting them. He's the reason why they lost that lead last night. Killtown watched the game. He's the reason why they lost that lead last night. All them bad shots he's been taking and bricking. So he was the reason why they lost. So he wasn't the reason why they got up in that game. So make it correct. He played better in the second half of that game. But the reason why they got up was because Ja was controlling the tempo pace of the game and actually making other guys around him better, getting guys easier buckets, taking a double team and making guys better. And the last thing I'm going to say to you is this, Bobby, if I go get 5 dudes and go beat you up and jump you, that don't make me better than you.
You might still be better than me, though. That's what I'm saying. You admit that?
So I'm still better than you, right? Remember that, then. Write that down and remember that.
If you, I'll take a picture. But this is what I'm saying. If you can whoop me one-on-one, meaning that you're better than me, and you still jump me with 2 other dudes, you still better than me. But you just have
Hey, real quick to the dude in the chat. You a lying mother, you know what? And you gonna burn in hell for that. Yes, you are. You a lying mother, you know what? Because I never said that, and you gonna burn in hell for that. And I ain't even a religious dude. You a lying mother, you know what?
What do you say, Chill?
Lying ass. Yo, the Miami Heat wasn't a super team. I said that the Miami Heat wasn't a super team. I never said that. You lying mother, you know what? You a liar, I swear, and you gonna burn in hell for that. That's I never said that. Never out my. In fact, not only did I not say that, that's all you do when you come up here is lie about me. You gonna burn in hell.
All right, y'all. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, tomorrow the wait is finally over. We get to see some of the big dogs go head-to-head. The Deck the Halls card. You guys may not know the lineup, but I'm gonna go ahead and run it by you. Obviously, the main event. We got Ticket in Chilltown. Ticket in Chilltown main event. I can't wait to see this. Also, what we got on the card. We got kicking it off. We got Dale versus Lamont. That's definitely going. That's
gonna be easy work for Lamont.
Lamont gonna wash up Dale.
Man, Dale been on here running his damn mouth about me the last few days. I hope he get the hell beat out.
All right. Well, we got Dale and Lamont. Ticket got Lamont. I actually got Dale, but we gonna see what's up. Then we got Jalen Carter been on here doing his thing. He been asking for the big stage. He been asking for opponents. So we went over to Lakerland and we picked up Zeezy. We got Jalen Carter and Zeezy. They gonna go head to head. We got two young guys. We gonna see which one of those two hold up more. And then depending on who wins, we might throw them against one of the big dogs. I'm not saying that they not big dogs. We just got to see how they fare in that environment. Jalen Carter and Zeezy. That's the second battle of the day. And then we got Gifted versus Fluent.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Gifted and Fluent. I'm excited for that one. I can't decide which way it's gonna go. I don't know. I'm one day I rock with Gifted, and the next day I'm rocking with Fluent. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But that's the lineup for tomorrow. And then obviously, last but not least, we got the Showtime battle of the night. Ticket and Chill. Excited for this, fellas. I'm excited for it. Tomorrow,
I'm curious to see that Gifted and Fluent battle.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's just like it's a different because Gifted got like a he got a different style, a different flow. You know what I mean? I'm curious to see that against Fluent. I got my money on Fluent. I got my money on Fluent.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the fake ass DJ Blast.
I just want to see how that. I think that's gonna be a good debate.
My man Tone.
I'm rolling with DJ. I'm rolling with the fake DJ.
Where's Mars and Dub at? What y'all doing?
They on vacation, man.
Yeah.
I thought we was doing the Mars and Dub. I wanted to see that.
I'll be celebrating Hanukkah, so I'm busy, unfortunately.
Is it Hanukkah after Christmas?
I don't know. I just wanted to say I was busy.
Okay. I can give you that. Yeah, sure. No problem. Excuse me.
Yeah, y'all. No Mars and Dub, but Dub might be there. Big Ox might be there. Ooh, you never know who's gonna pop up.
Y'all took me off the card. Y'all brought me on Black Friday and took me off the card. I ain't going.
Hold on. For y'all trying to cheat this thing. If they not there, is Bobby Evans a judge? Who's judging this thing?
Why would I judge? I'm not no judge.
Because I know how slick Ron is. Because Ron's the dirtiest player in the game.
The judging worked out for you last time. Now you want to act like
no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It could have been a landslide, buddy. No, it didn't.
Ticket, I can't reveal my sources of the judges.
You probably put all the judges against me, bro. You're a dirty dude, dog.
The judges will be here. The judges will be present. Chat, you guys will obviously get your vote, and you guys will have a big say-so in it. Man, tomorrow's gonna be a good day. That's all I can say.
Hey, Ticket, me and Young Africa are definitely judges, bro. Just want to let you know that me and Young Africa are judges.
You got no shot, Ticket.
Hey,
I could talk about Anita Baker. If them two dudes is judging, you ain't got a shot.
You're lying, bro.
I wasn't supposed to say nothing, chill, but me and Young Africa will be in the back.
I just thought about that. I'm thinking, hold on. If they're not debating, I know Ron got these fools being the judge.
Shit, really? I'm waiting for Shiloh to hit me back.
Yo, stop playing. Now, if you do that, hold on. If you do that, you gotta get Mars to replace me, dog. If you do that, the dude who don't pay his debts, you gotta go get Mars to replace me.
Hey, me, Shiloh, and Young Africa will be in the back the whole time.
Shiloh somewhere with a fake green screen.
That's wild. All right, y'all. But you'll see the QR codes on the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and scan those. Go check out the Players' Choice merch. Come support us. Support everybody up here. Support Players' Choice as a whole. We definitely appreciate everybody for tapping in. Everybody that's bought merch. We appreciate everybody that's liked the video, and we appreciate all of our subscribers. And tomorrow is ways that we like to pay you guys back by giving you guys dope events like that, where you get to see two Titans clash like chilling Ticket. You know that we do that to give back to you guys good content. Also, you see the Venmo code up at the top of the screen. You see the PayPal, and you see the Cash App as well. That's chances that you guys get to send super chats when you're not live, or if you're not on YouTube. Speaking of which, I have a couple that I'm gonna go ahead and read off right now. Ted a Long Way sent through a super chat yesterday, and he said, "Did y'all really put Hallie over Ja already?" Shaking my head. Yeah,
I sure did.
And he's still there. But keeping it pushing, we got another one too. I got one from Darcel. Darcel sent through a cash chat. He said, "Spit Ticket, taking Ja Morant over D-Book all day!" Exclamation points. Appreciate you, brothers, for jumping on the cash app, sending those through. Back to the ones that are on the show. I got one from Jamal. Jamal said, "Man, what the hell is Pop doing down there? Why is Sochan still handling the ball? Watch them play, or watch the play where Wemby flashed to the post, but Sohan decided to take a fadeaway midi over a double team." Shaking my head.
Didn't you, Mars, say that is it Trey? Is it Trey Jones that's backing up? That's the backup lead guard down there. He should be starting.
Yeah, but they've been starting Malachi Branham. I don't know what's happening. I don't.
What exactly is the plan in San Antonio? Because I thought that they were going to be bad this year anyway. But what exactly are they doing? That's my question in San Antonio. What exactly are they doing? Are they running the offense through Wemby? Are they trying to utilize his skill set? Because I don't really watch that much San Antonio, but from what I've seen in watching San Antonio, he plays on the perimeter a lot. He doesn't play in the post nearly as much as he should. He does rim run, but they don't get him the basketball when he rim runs. So I don't know exactly what they're doing. Sochan is I think Sochan is more of a wing guy. I don't think he's that much of a primary ball handler. I'm not sold on Sochan being a primary ball handler. So I think in this next draft, a point guard should be the priority.
Yeah, there's some European guard who I'm assuming the Spurs are going to try and get, because
a point guard definitely should be the priority. Because as of right now, they don't have one that's legit. Which Topic?
Nikola Topic.
His name's Nikola Topic, another Serbian with fantastic feel for the game who's not athletic. They just be breeding them over there. I don't know.
Well, it looks like it's working, Mars.
Yeah, so he looks interesting. I'm assuming the Spurs are probably looking at him in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I don't know what's happening over there. That's all. I don't get it.
Do you guys think it's any chance that Coach Pop is on the hot seat, or will become on the hot seat?
He just signed a deal. Didn't he just sign an extension?
Chill. Monty Williams just signed a contract.
And he ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so?
75, not for no $75 million. He ain't going nowhere.
Nah, they know about to pay. They know about to pay to relieve him of his dues. That's
no.
We've seen it happen before though. Coaches,
not with that money.
Yeah, you could say that. Who in comparison? How much is Pop making compared to Monty Williams?
I think Pop's making more. I might be wrong. On a year-by-year basis, I think he's making more. I think Pop's making the most in the league.
Is R.C. Buford still there as the GM, or did Pop take over those duties?
I don't know.
I gotta find that out. I don't know if R.C. I don't know if
I think on a per-year basis, I think Pop's making the most in the league. So, but I just don't think his contract is as long. I think it's like 4 years.
Because I know he just signed an extension. I do know that.
So he's good for the next 4 years. He don't got nothing to worry about.
Other than like death, but
that's it.
Okay,
he's not gonna kill
grandfather.
I mean, he's old, so it's risky.
Josai, yes, the Josai you're thinking of. He sent through a super chat and said, "My friend thinks the Nets should trade for D. Mitch, trading Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, and 3 picks. I think it's a bad idea for us and short-sighted. Thoughts?"
I don't like it neither.
Why would you trade the picks you got from the KD trade for Donovan Mitchell?
Because that's essentially what you're doing.
I would do it for Cam Johnson and Cam Thomas straight up if I could. But...
I don't know why the Cavs
would Cleveland is not doing that.
Yeah, they're replacing a small shooting guard with a worse version of a small shooting guard.
Cleveland gonna laugh at them.
Yeah, I was just saying I'll do that.
But maybe they do it. I don't know, but I don't think that's up to the Nets to make that trade. I think Cleveland just say no. So
maybe Cam Thomas and maybe just Cam Thomas and 1 pick. I'll do that, but I mean Cleveland not going for it.
I'll do Ben Simmons.
Throw Ben Simmons in there, right?
What kind of value does Ben Simmons have today in terms of a trade?
What, for $36 million?
Absolutely zero.
I think he's in the second. I think he's in the second year of his deal. He's still got 2 more years on that deal, and he's not opting out of it.
You ain't. It's gonna be hard to trade Ben Simmons. Very hard.
Right now, Chilltown. Honestly, right now, I'm providing more value to the Nets than Ben Simmons is. Like sitting right here in front of you, like I'm doing more for the Nets right here, talking about them and on players' choice than Ben Simmons is doing for it.
You don't think Ben Simmons bringing locker room vibes?
Not at all. I'm bringing more. Look, I have more impact on that locker room right now, Marks.
Oh damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Ben Simmons is like that faucet that you can't fix. It's just dripping. You can hear it all night. It's just like, what is this doing here? You know, it's one of the most annoying things ever.
Speaking of not playing and wearing good clothes and Givenchy and Versace and suits and stuff like that, self-made suits, by the way. Suits sent through a super chat and said, "Very funny how only people talking about the in-season tournament are people who keep letting all of us know how much they don't care about it, and it means nothing." Keeping it pushing. Greek Goat said, "Y'all see my Bucks? Hashtag MVP Giannis."
Yes. Mm-hmm. If they was better defensively, Giannis would be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. That's how much better he's playing defensively.
Facts.
If they were better defensively, he would be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. But they're not.
Why would they? Crazy. No defense. Let go of your best 2 wing defenders.
Right.
Mars, did you see Jonathan Isaac get those back-to-back blocks on Giannis?
I did see that. And you know what? And don't leave out, Ron, that the very next, I think it was 2 plays later, he did throw it over the top of Isaac. Yes, he did. He did dunk on him.
Hey, I would have loved
irrelevant.
I think in that instance, when you go block and get dunked on when it's you against Giannis, I think you won that exchange.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that for that clash for a good portion of the game, at least 25, 30 minutes. That would have been good. But, you know, Jonathan Isaac, We don't really get more than 14 minutes from him a game, but it was still good to see it in a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
FIFA Boy said L Detroit. And then James
Shout out
B
to
got
Cade
back.
Cunningham, man. Cade Cunningham hooping, man. Yeah. Sorry, carry on. You can go ahead.
What Cade do?
He hooping. That's what he's doing. He hooping. He just losing.
Okay.
But he hooping. Free Cade.
Are you referring to the quote that he said?
Oh, what did Cade say?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up verbatim.
He said we're not 225 bad. Basically, like they're bad, but they're not this bad.
He basically was alluding to their record doesn't indicate how good that they really are. It's not an indication of how bad they are.
I don't think the team is as. I can't say they're not as bad as 2-20. When it started and they started 2-1, it looked okay. Then they ended up 2-9 and they were losing close games. I was like, they're not as bad as 2-9 suggests. But now we're another 16 losses down the road. Maybe they are just that bad. But
if they were 10-17, I'll be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? There's hope here. There's hope here. But 2-27? No, y'all are actually not only are y'all not 2-25 bad, you're actually worse. You should really be 0-27. You're actually worse than we think you are. Like we think you're bad, but you're worse than we think. There's no way you can be 2-27. Yo, Mars, that super chat that they just sent through the other day talking about if we were all in our prime, what positions would we play, and we can win 5 of these 27 games. Maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
we can be 5 and 22.
Their defense is so bad, and I'm not gonna hate on the backup big over there, so I'm gonna let that one slide. But yeah, it's bad, and I'm not gonna lie. Cade is legitimately one of the best guards in the league, and he's being sabotaged right now. He's so good.
More so you were being serious when you said that.
Yes, Cade
not to say you be trolling or anything, Mars,
but if Cade was in not even like a better, just if Cade was on a team that had any viable floor spacing, people would say he's an all-star. Like he's really good at caliber. Yes, he's sabotaged by what's around him.
Like and you have said it multiple times that he literally has the worst floor spacing in the NBA.
The way he's having to operate on this team is there's not much he can do. He's not. If any guard managed to be efficient on a team like Detroit, I would commend them. Because I don't think there's 10 better point. I don't think there's 12 better. Oh, there's a lot of good point guards. Cade is one of the better point guards in the NBA. I don't want to put a place on it, but he's one of the better point guards in the NBA. And he's getting sabotaged. I don't know what he's meant to do in this situation.
So I want to ask you this, though. How many point guards look how he looks on a bad team like that, on the worst team in the NBA? How many point guards can pull that off and still you're not just saying like basically not look like Jordan Poole, look like Cade Cunningham in a situation where it's terrible? Hey, because I say it all the time. You look better when you play with better players. It's hard to look good on a bad team.
It's not, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to look good.
And
it's not impossible
and I'm not saying other people won't look good because I know there's people that, and I don't blame them. Watching Detroit I don't even think Detroit fans want to watch them. But like when I hear stuff about like, Cade's inefficient, like I know you're not watching them play because there's no way you expect him to be efficient on this team. Like the turnovers are bad, but also if Cade had enough floor spacing, he wouldn't get as many turnovers as he does. The reason a lot of his turnovers come is because teams are able to double him with no consequence. He's got Monty Williams has been starting Isaiah Stewart, Asar Thompson, and Killian Hayes. 3 people who don't space the floor. Asar Thompson's finding his way now, like he's being used as a cutter and stuff, offensive rebounder. He's doing okay. But when you have 3 people who teams don't worry about shooting the ball at all, and then you expect Cade to be able to operate from the perimeter, I don't know. Like Bojan came back, and that's kind of helped Cade in terms of at least there's one person who's a threat to be able to score and space the floor. But this team is very poorly constructed, and I don't know what Cade's really meant to do in this type of situation. I think he's doing about as good as anyone of his age could do.
Ron, this nigga in the chat, yo, can you deal with this nigga? We trying to talk basketball. What the fuck is going on, B? Like, for real.
Facts.
Hey, Ron, this dude in the chat, yo, can you deal with this dude? Yo, we really trying to talk basketball over here. Like, nobody came to see you, my man. We ain't here talking basketball. Shut up and watch the show. Like, seriously, Ron, because I'm about to bounce. I can't handle this shit, for real. I'm about to bounce.
Y'all be cool, or I'm gonna start timing y'all out.
I'm serious, yo. Nobody came to see you, nigga. Cool. Nobody came to see you. Nobody in here came to see you. Nobody came to see you. Nobody. Damn. We in here. Mars is in here trying to explain why the Detroit Pistons, who I fucking hate talking about, because they're garbage, absolutely trash, who Utah, just so you know, Big Ox, 5 of their guys was out the lineup. 5 of them. 5 of their guys was out the lineup, and they still lost. They still lost.
But you know what, though? They started out hot.
And they were up 5, yes. And
but basketball, you know what basketball is? A game of runs.
They still lost. And I'm looking at the rest of their schedule. They could lose 30 straight games. They could do that. They could
30
definitely
more
lose
games?
30.
Or just 30
They could lose 30 straight games.
They're at 25, so they can lose another 5.
26, not 25, 26. Yes, 26.
I'm thinking
they can lose 30 straight games.
I'm thinking you're saying they're about to go 2-55.
They're gonna go. They're probably gonna go 2 whole months without a win, which is bad.
That is ridiculous, man.
So you got the worst they didn't win in November, and now so you got December.
So you got the worst football team in NBA history, NFL history. They went 0-16, didn't win a game. That didn't happen.
Yo, chill. We don't got to go down this route again. We actually did Detroit kind of bad.
And then on top of that, you have a team that might be the worst NBA team in NBA history. I hate talking about the Pistons. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate talking about these dudes.
It's bad.
They're garbage.
They literally couldn't miss. I watched the start of that game, and I knew that. I said this in the Telegram chat.
I've seen that.
I knew they were gonna lose when they were shooting 81% from the field and were only up 5. Like, there's no way you're playing that well offensively and you're only up 5. Because if you have to do that to barely be ahead, you're not going to win the game. They ended the first quarter shooting 64% from the field and we're losing. So they can't win games. They can't do it. If you can't beat the Jazz missing a bunch of guys shooting 64% from the field, 40% from 3, and you're still losing, you're cooked. You're not going to win.
Let me ask you a question. So as of right now, today, Mars, if you had to guess over and under 10 wins on the Detroit Pistons this year.
If I had to guess,
10 wins over or under, Mars.
If I had to guess, I'd say under, but I don't want to believe there's a team that can win 9 out of 82. So I'm gonna say over just for my state of mind, because there's no way you don't win 10 games. Because at that point, bring a EuroLeague team to the NBA.
There's a team that could
under.
So you go under, Big Ox.
No, they're gonna get to like 14, 15. They're gonna go on a hot streak in March.
They're gonna win 8 games this season.
No, they're gonna go on a hot streak in March. They're gonna go on a hot streak. I believe in it.
Oh my God.
And Cade Cunningham, he believes they can turn it around, but here's the actual quote that he said.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, we're not 2-26 bad. You know what I mean? Like, no way are we that bad.
Yeah, you are actually.
So yes, I think we can turn it around. I think we can play a lot better brand of basketball than we're playing right now. Not as far as the system that we're running or like any of that, but just executing our game plans, taking care of the ball, keeping guys in front of you. That has nothing to do with system. You know what I'm saying? That's just individual. That's the players, and we got to be better about that. And tonight, I was the head of that snake.
Yo, chill. If you could see the look on Cade's face, Can't look like he's going through it right now.
You don't got to see the look on his face. You hear his voice? He sounds like he's on his deathbed.
No, like, I'm not about to die. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I mean, can you imagine missing a whole year of basketball, coming back to do the sport you love to lose 25 in a row? I'd be heated.
Like somebody need to go do a welfare check on Cade right now.
Mars, you said losing. You said winning 10 out of 82 games. I'm thinking losing 72 out of 82 games. That's what I'm thinking. How is that realistic?
Can you even celebrate wins when they're surrounded by 25 losses?
So for every one game you win, you lose 20.
Yeah, like, can you really celebrate a win in those circumstances?
Well, you have to, Mars. Like if you're let me think. Like if you're Bojan and Cade, specifically if you're Bojan and Cade, if you win a game, you can't pop champagne. No, you can't. But you gotta hype the young guys up. You gotta get them get excited about winning. This is how it feels to win. We're gonna be proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like the coach, the GM, when they win a game, they gotta show them some love. You know what I'm saying? Positive reinforcement. That's what it is. Positive reinforcement. That's what they gotta have. You know what I'm saying? So no, don't celebrate, but give them. You know, like when you're training your puppy, give him a Scooby snack. You know what I'm saying? Show him a little love. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell you what, I'll tell you right now, Mars, look, Barry Gordy rolling over his grave right now.
And we not.
Barry Gordy's rolling over his grave.
They haven't won since October 28th.
Before Halloween. It's Christmas.
Yo, chat. I'm running a poll right now, and I'm asking how many games will the Pistons win this year? Under 10, let's say 11 to 15, 16 to 20, and 20 plus.
We can't act like San Antonio hasn't lost 21 out of 22 neither. We can't leave them out.
Yeah, but they beat the Lakers.
They did beat the Lakers. Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. Yes, they did beat the Lakers. Yeah, they did beat the Lakers. But
also, too, another team that has been struggling, one of the worst teams in the league, got a win last night. I mean, granted, it was against another bad team in the NBA, but the Washington Wizards, behind 32 points from Kyle Kuzma, 24 from Tyus Jones, they beat the Portland Trailblazers last night. Impressive?
No, that win doesn't even count. They did everything in their power to lose that game. There's no way they're winning the game by like 10 the whole time, and then the fourth quarter comes around and they forget how to play basketball. They didn't want to win. They were trying to lose. Portland just didn't. If that game happens for an extra 2 minutes, they lose the game. No, I'm not impressed because they tried everything in their power to lose. They were the win was comfortable. The win was comfortable. There's no way they win by 1 point. They tried to lose the game. They actively tried to sabotage themselves. And they keep, every time I watch Washington, there's games that they're in or that they're ahead, and they just lose the lead. If I don't know what the stat is for most blown fourth quarter leads as a percentage of your amount of fourth quarter leads, but they lead the league in it. Because every time they lead in the fourth quarter, they're going to lose the game. They just happen to have enough of a cushion this time that they were able to win by 1. But their fourth quarter plus minus, probably the worst in the NBA because they stink. Terrible. I'm not giving them credit for barely winning a game where they were up 13 at the start of the fourth. No, they're bums. Terrible team. Sorry, carry on.
Is anybody moved by the 41 points from Anthony Simons?
22 in the fourth quarter? Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not bad at
why?
all.
Because Washington decided to implode.
No, not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm high on Anthony though. Anthony really is a bucket. Obviously.
So leave then, dude. If we all flawed, so leave then. How about that, my man? Leave. Just bounce. Take your act on the road and go bother somebody else. If we all flawed and we just say whatever we want, just like you up here lying. I could run down a gauntlet of stuff that you lied about. Like the fact that Donovan Mitchell is a turnover machine, even though he averaged 2 turnovers a game for his career, or that the fact that Kobe Bryant was the best player in the NBA from 05 to 10, when at no point in NBA history since I've been watching have we ever said that a player was the best player in the NBA, undisputed, from if missing the playoffs, making the first round and getting bounced, making the second round and getting bounced. No way we never said that. Ever on no platform did we ever say that, even when I was a kid. So if you're talking about somebody being flawed, look in the mirror, nigga. That's right. I'm talking to you. Look in the mirror. Otherwise, if you don't like what we're doing around here and you think we flawed just as much as you are, bounce. Because guess what, my man? The show's going to go on, and I ain't going nowhere. You, on the other hand, Flavor Flav, you could be replaced. I'm sorry, Ron. I'm sick of this dude. I am tired of him. I am sick of him. This show is about this show is about basketball. This show is about entertainment. That's what this show is about. This show is about us coming up here with competitive banter, not about some clown in the stands running his mouth about me. If you don't like me, leave, because I ain't going nowhere, B. I'm not going nowhere. It's that simple. I'm not going nowhere.
It's a Michael Jackson song that you guys should go listen to if you're not, comfortable with the person that you're looking at. Check it out, Man in the Mirror. James B sent through a super chat and said, El FIFA boy, El Monty, El Detroit hate.
Well, your team should be better. How about that?
Yo.
How about that? Maybe your team should be better. Losing 26 to 28, your team should be better. How about that? That's how we could get to the bottom of that. Losing 26 to 28 games, including what have they lost now, Mars? 24 straight, something like that?
I think it's 25.
25 straight. So losing 25 straight, your team should be better. We shouldn't even. The fact that we even got to talk about them, Ron, that's awful. The fact that we even got to talk about this crew, a professional basketball team with actual talent around it, in Cade Cunningham, in Jalen Duren, in Ivy, and a coach who actually took his team to the NBA Finals. A coach who took his team to the NBA Finals. Bojan, exactly. And I know how you feel about Bojan. I think Bojan is a sharpshooter. This team to lose 25 straight games is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And the fact that we even got to talk about these dudes, is terrible. Terrible.
Are we going to ignore how bad Bojan Bogdanovic is on defense just for the sake of the agenda that he's a good player? Like, I'm just asking, like, because he's good, do we just ignore that he's very bad defensively? I'm just curious.
No, we got to keep it real about basketball. Bojan's one of the type of guys. He's not a very great man-to-man defender. When he's on a team with other defenders, though, he's more than sufficient, though. You know what I'm saying? He's not, but like you're saying, he's not a good defender. No, he's not a good defender. I don't think just because you can play team defense that we should give you a pass, because you have to be able to stay in front of your man individually. That's the first thing about defense. Stand between your man and the basket, guard your man. After that, when the ball swings over there, we can focus on some help defense. But if you can't stay in front of your man, it's a problem. So yeah, right. You're right, Marsh.
Okay, I just wanted to know if we were holding everyone accountable.
But I don't think that was necessary, though. I don't think that was necessary at all.
I'm just saying we talk about Cade's turnovers, rightfully so. We talk about the team's lack of spacing, rightfully so. We got to talk about Bojan's defense, rightfully so.
The thing about it is, even if Bojan played good defense, they would still be 2-25.
Well, that's one less loss than they have right now. They're 2-26. So technically,
2-26. Well, I can say 3-25.
I agreed with your point, man. I agreed. They just play one less game if Bojan play defense.
Yo, Zeezy, what's good with you, man? How you feeling?
What's good? What's good? Salute to the panel. Salute to the live chat. How we living, man? Heard we was talking about the 25 straight loss Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, fantastic content up here. Yes.
Chill. This is historical, though. This is something that
it's like having to talk about a bum chick. That's what it's like having to talk about. It's like having to talk about a bum chick, a chick that's just so whack that we just got to keep talking about. That's what it is with the Detroit Pistons. It's so whack talking about these dudes, man. Because sure, Bron, I ain't never seen a team lose 25 straight games in my life. I've never seen that. That's a fact, right? I never seen a team lose 25 straight games in my life, and to see that happen is like, what the hell is going on? To see a team lose 25 straight games, that is crazy. That is absolutely nuts, man. And for a team to be this bad, it's incredible.
So are they like historically bad? Because like yes. I've been trying to think to myself, like, when was the last time I saw a team this ass? And I believe it was I think 2016 76ers. What were they, 9-73 or something like that?
We just had a question, Zeezy, on the over under 10 wins this season for the Detroit Pistons.
Shit.
By the way, 44% of the chat is saying under 10. 42 is saying 11 through 15.
I think I voted 11 through 15. So I'm gonna give them 11 at least. 11 wins.
I don't think
the longest losing streak is 28. So
I thought
they
it was
break that
28.
streak.
By who, Mark? By
Looking
who?
at that
the
Bobcats
Sixers
team?
in 2015.
Which Bobcats team, Damo?
I'm gonna say, wasn't
No,
there a
they only
Bobcats
lost.
team
They
that
only
was
lost
bad?
23 straight. They only lost 23 straight.
Oh, that was 23. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
So
they was at
the 2015 76ers, and this is from the but this is spanning across 2 seasons. So does that really count?
No,
I mean, if
think
it's
It's
so.
from
straight
it's
games,
from March to December. So that's from the 14-15
Nah.
season into the 15-16 season.
that don't count. No way that counts.
I don't think that
So,
should count.
how many games did they lose concurrently in that season?
Okay, give me.
So
some
Detroit,
time.
so Detroit has the longest losing streak.
No,
in the season?
because the second longest is once again the 76ers in that same 2014-15 season.
Damn, they went on 2 historical losing streaks.
Yeah. So let me give you a synopsis of the 2014-15 Sixers. From January 31st to March 29th, I believe they lost 26 straight games. Oh no, that's 2014. Then the next year, March 27th, they then proceeded to start there and go on a 28-game losing streak.
Garbage.
Trash.
Trash.
So the 14-15 and then 15-16 Sixers.
Trash.
Like that unprecedented precedents. But one was across 2 seasons. So 26 was the 13-14 Philadelphia 76ers. There's also the Cavs run, post LeBron James in 2010-11, where they lost 26 straight.
Yep.
And then you got this 2-season run from the Sixers in 2014-15, which we're going to see if that one counts. And then the Pistons are right below that at 25.
I think they
That
lose
one
30
can't
straight,
count.
Mars. I do. I think that they lose 30 straight games. I think this Pistons team, if you look at their schedule, I thought Utah was the game that they had a legit shot at winning. But if you look at the Detroit Pistons schedule coming up over the next, 5 games?
Mhm.
Over the next 5 games, looking at their schedule, they got Brooklyn twice, Boston, Toronto, Houston. They don't beat any of those teams.
If they beat us, if they beat us,
And by the way, these games is on the road. Like they play Brooklyn at Brooklyn, then come home and play Brooklyn. Then they got to go to Boston. Then they got Toronto at home. Then they got to go to Houston, to Utah, to Golden State, and to Denver. Of these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of these next 8 games, who do they beat?
They beat Brooklyn and Boston.
I think we're at a point where no team wants to be the team that lets the Pistons
right, Mars. That's it right there. It's not going to be us.
I think teams are going to treat it like a player. If you're the team that let the Pistons win, that's embarrassing.
It's not going to be us.
I think Boston are going to be trying. They don't want to lose to the Pistons. Because if we lose to the Pistons, I'm going to be heated. I don't want to lose to the Pistons. I don't want to do it. If we lose to the Pistons, that's tragic. Also, the Sixers was a 17 straight losing streak to start that following season. So it was 28 across 2 seasons, but they lost 17 in order to start the new season.
That's crazy. 0-17.
Do y'all know if Detroit is sponsored by Nike or not?
I don't know.
On all jerseys?
Because honestly, if they did you know how they did the Witnessing History campaign with LeBron? If they link up with Detroit, like we are witnessing history right now. These niggas are historically bad. And for Cade to come out there and be like, yo, it isn't, it's not that bad. It is, bro. I'm sorry. Like, y'all had the ER version of what's left of the Utah Jazz last night and could not squeeze that one out. Like when the Pistons and the Wizards were matching up, I genuinely thought the Pistons was gonna take it. They did not. And then after that, I was like, dude, they're done. I don't care. Cade's playing great, free Cade, all that shit. But bruh, it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, during that speech that I played of Cade, on the screen it said his stat line, and he had 28 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. So you just got to know the hurt from a dude when he's giving all he got, and yet he's still getting the breaks beat off of him.
Hey, Ron, real quick. I just want to say I did say that the Miami Heat wasn't a super team. I did say that. But I ain't apologizing for what else I said because I really feel like that. I did say that. But I ain't apologizing for what else I said. Now, how about that?
All right, chat. He said it. Ha ha.
Now, I did say that. Yes, I did.
All
But I
right,
ain't
let's
apologizing for what
move
else I
on.
said neither. So now,
Great.
I was gonna ask what else you said, but you know what? I'm not going.
Mars explained in the video, if I remember correctly. We had a conversation.
I can play it, Chill.
I wasn't sure what a super team was, and Mars explained to me what a super team was, and then it was like, okay, now that makes more sense. Up until that point, I wasn't sure what a super team was because I'm thinking about teams getting built through organizations like what the Lakers did when they built that team, what the Celtics did, how they built that team. Nobody called the Celtics in the 80s a super team. Nobody called the Lakers in the 80s a super team. Nobody called the Bulls in the 90s, who had the best all-around player in the NBA, who had the best player in the NBA, who had the best rebounder in the NBA, who had the best rotation player in the NBA, who had the second best marksman in the NBA. Nobody called them a super team. So I was trying to make sense of what exactly a super team was until Mars actually explained it to me. I'm like, I bet. But I tell you what, I did say that. I didn't call them a super team, but I ain't apologizing for what I said. So
Buddy beat the case.
I still ain't apologizing for what I said. So
he beat the case, but he's not gonna beat the allegations.
Yeah, he's still gonna burn in hell apparently. So.
I still ain't apologizing for what I said.
That's the allegation.
I ain't apologizing.
He ain't beat those allegations.
It's an OJ situation. It's an OJ situation.
I still ain't apologizing for what I said.
Yeah, he won by what cost, basically.
Yeah, I still ain't apologizing for what I said. So how about that? And like I said about 5 minutes ago, I still ain't going nowhere. So
talk to him.
Hey, yo, buddy, you know those little personal fans that you can get? You might want to buy you a few of those. You might need them, buddy. All right. More super chats.
Oh, this is going to hell.
more super chats.
Fuck.
Almighty Lambo said, bubble year Aiden played 38 games due to suspension.
Yeah.
Oubre deal with injuries. So did the rest. Triple J averaged 14 his rookie year. You were just talking.
That's why I don't understand why he kept saying that. And Ticket and I have actually had this conversation. I'm trying to figure out why he kept saying that Devin Booker was a loser when that team was getting better. And DeAndre Ayton had missed 25 games. So he missed almost a third of the season before the season started. That's 18-10 out the lineup for a third of the season. For a third of the season, that's gone.
Yo, Kwabe, you sent through a super chat. And Kwabe said, so now Chris Paul is a winner when it helps Ticket's argument. But when he's coming up short every year, he's a perennial choker. This is nasty.
I don't think you guys should be surprised anymore.
Was there something that was more surprising out of everything that was surprising?
This nigga in chat, he said only God can judge me.
Hold on.
Hey, Big Ox, come on, man. Focus, yo. Big Ox, where you at, Big Ox? Come on, man. Come on, Big Ox.
I'm trying.
Don't get this dude no more attention, Big Ox. No more. I'm done with him. Don't get this dude no more attention. None. Get out of here with this dude, man. This is our thing, yo. Remember that. This is our thing. You understand that? This is our thing. Don't get this dude no more attention. That's Flavor Flav. He a hype man. That's all he is.
The Tribe One said CP3 has been to the finals one time in his career.
With who, by the way? With
Monty Williams.
And
DeAndre Ayton.
Jay Crowder. Yeah.
No, don't stop.
Cameron Payne.
Mikael Bridges was there
Cam
too.
Johnson, Mikael Bridges. Dario Saric was supporting from the sidelines. Yep. Torrey Craig.
I'll say
Yes,
it.
sir.
And Devin Booker. How about that?
And that actually was a good team, though. Looking back on it, like at that time, we didn't know just how good Mikael Bridges was. I guess DeAndre Ayton was DeAndre Ayton, even though he had 23 and 16 last night. But that was a solid team, though.
Y'all played really good that year.
Yeah. Kwabe also said good assets: Josh Jackson, Alex Len, Dragon Bender.
Dragon Bender was bad. They thought they had Porzingis version 2. They did not have Porzingis version 2.
I'll never get over that name drop. Dropping Josh Jackson when we're in the middle of talking about how good the person's team was.
I remember I thought Ox Oz was about to pop out his head when he said that.
Josh Jackson.
Made you look shot through a super chat and said, "Can we please talk about Wemby's teammates? Thinking they are the number one option. Pop got to put these players in check or trade them. It's ridiculous."
I was just talking about this today.
Devin Vassell is the number one option. Respect Devin Vassell. Everyone else is wrong, but respect Devin Vassell.
This is a bad team, and Wemby doesn't make them significantly better. He's just a better player. He just doesn't make them significantly better. It's a bad team.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
If they were forcing Wemby the ball, it's not like they would be winning more. Like what are they, 5-22 or something? It's like they might if Wemby was the one shooting most of the shots, they might be 8. They might have won 8 games instead of 5. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that takes them out of the lottery.
Wemby does take the most shots on the team. Just
okay, well, yeah, but I'm saying if they were feeding him as much as everybody wants them to feed him, like they want him to take 30 shots and be the only one that shoots the ball. Like one of those high school teams where the coach is like, "Get him the ball, he shoots." If they were to play high school like that, when you only got that one dominant player, they still wouldn't be winning. They wouldn't be in double digits in wins. It's better to let these other guys develop with him. Everybody can develop together.
That was crazy. That was crazy wild to think that they could be a play-in team. Like, they still gonna be at the bottom of the West.
Hey, Damo, are you here, Damo?
What's up?
Well, are you gonna? I mean, I know you've already kind of admitted, like, okay, I called it up way too early with Detroit, but are you gonna acknowledge that was probably right now, and it's still early in the season, looking like the worst take of the summer?
They can still win 40 games until they've lost 43 games. They can win 40. He still has a chance.
Don't do this, Mark.
He still has a chance. They've only lost 26.
He has a chance. I'm gonna wait.
He has a chance. They're 17 losses away from Zomo being officially wrong.
Mars is serious too. Mars is serious.
I'm gonna say that is by far. I mean, this season my worst take. But hey, man, being 3 for 4, it's still efficient. Hey,
you haven't officially missed the shot. The shot's still in the air right now.
No. I'll chop it up.
It looks like it's going to be an air ball.
Mars, the shot's been blocked. You clearly seen the shot get tipped. And by
the way, Mars,
the shot got deflected, but it still could find its way in.
And by the way, Mars, the shot that got deflected is from the other free throw line. It's not like you shooting like 18 feet away from the bucket or 10 feet. It's from the other free throw line.
Yeah, as it's flying through the air, you can still see it has a shot. Like,
what's crazy?
Lose another 17 games. He still has a chance.
They might lose another 17 straight. They might lose 17 straight more games.
And then when that happens, if that happens, then he's wrong. But until then, he's not wrong yet.
What Damo did was, it's a close game. He hit 3 big threes. You know what I'm saying? Made 3 proper takes. I don't know exactly what they were, so I'm just going to take it by faith, Damo, that you did make 3 correct takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what they were, but I'll trust you, brother.
Orlando Magic. I know the Magic was one.
The Orlando Magic, the Rockets, the Rockets and Sengun.
We'll see what the jury's still out on the Rockets just because, like Mark said, there's so many games left, right, Mark?
But I mean, they still look way better than what people thought they were going to be.
True. So what I'm saying, Damo, is during this game, you'll hit 3 big threes, kept your team in the game, got it still with 4 seconds left.
I was right about
you know what I'm saying?
So I was right about Wemby's numbers. So far, Wemby is putting up the numbers I said he was going to put up. I said I was seeing like 19-8, 19-10. Mars was like 19-10. What the hell? And I'm like, I see it. And look at him.
Rebounds is watching that.
Well,
look, what is he putting up?
Yeah, but they started putting him at the 5. It's not my fault. I didn't foresee Pop changing his mind that quick. He said he wasn't going to play the 5. Now he's playing the 5. That's not my fault. So I was still right though. I missed the shot based on the information
I was still right. Jordan Poole, I was right about that. Ron swore up and down. Oh no, he's about to average inefficient 30s. That was trash. I knew that was going to be wrong. I knew Jordan Poole was coming back down. I get no credit for those takes though, because all people gonna think about is Detroit.
I'm tight that the take I swung and missed on was Jordan Poole.
You really thought that wrong?
I did too. I did.
You swung.
I did. I had him at the top of the league, leading the league. If he wasn't leading the league in scoring, he was one of the 3 guys leading the league in scoring.
I thought Washington was going to be so bad. There was a lot of bad takes about Jordan Poole.
I thought that he was going to be. I thought that Washington was going to be so bad, which they are, that he was going to be taking all the shots, and he was basically going to be unlocked in Washington, completely leaving out what kind of system they have, what kind of continuity they have. Just they're going to give him the ball and turn him loose. Well, they did give him the ball, and they did turn him loose. Garbage.
Yo,
Nah,
shit, I can't believe I got in the car with you around on that one. And I put my pedal to the metal. I'm like, yo, they're not going to be a good team. But I thought he was going to average anywhere from 28 to 34 a game this year. I'm like, Jordan's about to go crazy. They're going to be a terrible team. They're going to lose.
So wrong.
God, that was a complete casual take out of us. Not even considering all the other things.
That Jordan Poole is going to do all of that and make the play-in.
Nobody. No.
I never said that.
No.
With that being
way.
said,
No.
with that being said, it's only
Ron, you
out
said
of
they were ready to play in?
Hey, hold on. It's only 27 games into the season. He's averaging 17
look,
right now.
Ron,
Hold on, he's averaging 17 right now.
You know, Ron, that's still a lot of games to go. You know what I mean?
Hey, he's 3 to 4 40 balls away from, you know.
Ron,
3 or 4
Ron,
quarters.
before the season started, when he was in that press conference and he said that he had no pressure whatsoever because he got a championship and his legacy is solidified, you should have known from that moment on, shit was going to hit the fan. Because I'm like, here's the thing. He said, this is my own team and yada, yada, completely disregarding Kuzma, who had been balling over here since he had been shipped off to Washington, completely disregarding what Porzingis was doing before he left. You know, the people that end up in Washington throughout certain parts of their career, it's a chance for you to kind of prove that you still got Russ. Like, you know, he was doing his thing. But Jordan Poole, this man, when he was coming off the bench last season for the Warriors, they just were a negative. Everything about it was a negative. He couldn't get guys involved. He was still going to get his shots. He couldn't play defense, all these things. So when he goes to Washington, I'm like, yeah, people who think that he may, you know, be averaging 28 something a game. Nah, bro, he's going to be shooting 30 shots a game, damn straight, which he's not, though, right now, because I don't know what it is. I think that, like Chill alluded to, the system over there is a little bit different. I don't think he's able to do as much as he thought he was going to be able to do. But with what he's doing in a limited amount of space, it's been bad. It's just been bad. Somebody said, I think it was the Tribal Huncho on TikTok. I think I was in his live, and he was like, he went over there. When he was in Golden State, he had the luxury of playing alongside the best shooter ever in Clay. And, you know, teams were not as focused on him, so he was able to get his shots up and have a big impact. But now he's in Washington, and if they're keening in and focusing in on him, it kind of exposes a lot of his weaknesses that we already saw last season. It's just in a bigger effect now. So I already knew he was going to not necessarily shit the bed, but not play no elite level basketball individually.
Zeezy,
hold on.
Zeezy, which one of them fools said that he was about to be James Harden in Houston? Somebody said that.
Somebody said that. I know. It might have been was it Kevin Garnett? Was it KG?
Please don't tell me it was KG.
I hope it might have been someone by the nickname of Ticket. It might have been someone by the nickname of Ticket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big Ticket or
Big
little
Ticket?
ticket?
That's what I was going to say.
Which Ticket said?
The nickname it might apply to both of them.
I think it was KG. I wish I wouldn't even have brought that up. I didn't even put that up. And he did say that shit. I thought it was Kenyon Martin. I was thinking it was Kenyon Martin.
Zeezy, you said shit the bed. Did you mean to say piss the bed? Because I mean, I done heard a piss in the bed. I ain't never heard a dookie in the bed.
Oh,
Nah, he shit the bed. Jordan Poole be shitting the bed. Jordan Poole be doing things that like I said before. I said it one time. I made a video on Jordan Poole some point last season, and I was like, Jordan Poole is the equivalent when he plays basketball. Is the equivalent of like bringing a toddler into the store and being like, don't touch anything. And he just keep touching shit. And you're like, stop, you're messing it up. That's Jordan Poole. At least from what we saw last year, post him getting punched in the face by Draymond Green. But whatever. People were also screaming when Draymond got his second suspension of the season. They were saying, and you wonder why I wanted to keep Jordan Poole over Draymond. No, bro. If they had kept Jordan Poole in Golden State, they would not have won as many games as they've won now. And they kind of finding some sort of rhythm right now. But it would be terrible to have Jordan Poole with that top 3 bench in the league right now that the Warriors have. If Jordan Poole was there instead of Chris Paul, shit, be the same thing as last year. Same thing. We need Steph. Bring Steph back. Play him 40 minutes a night. Like, nah, bro. Nah.
Since we're on the subject of Steph, Ron, we do have a conversation that we need to have about these older dudes. We do. We do. Since we're on that subject. Yes,
so
we do.
I started the show before somebody grabbed the steering wheel of the car and took us on a wild goose chase.
Stood on the gas.
I asked the question from the top. I said, has Father Time caught up to these old stars? And Chill, when I say caught up to them, I'm not talking about in terms of individual play. I'm talking more so in terms of what their teams are looking like. I don't think it's ever been a moment in time where we've seen LeBron James as the 10th seed, while Kevin Durant was the 9th seed, while Steph Curry was the 11th seed, while James Harden, Russell Westbrook, their team's not doing that hot. They did just go on a run, but their team's not doing all that hot. Chris Paul as well.
What,
We've never
bro?
seen.
Not true. What the hell?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
No,
about?
no.
They're
I
the
agree with
fourth
every other name you said. You can't just say James Harden and Russ ain't
That's
doing
true.
that. They're the
Yeah,
fourth seed.
They just won 9 straight games. Before
Before
yesterday, it was the 4th seed.
Oh,
But anyway, okay, we'll get off of that, Ron. We'll get off that.
Carry on, though.
You
Hold
gotta
on.
hold him
Hold on.
accountable for that.
That's not
Hold
true.
on.
Spreading false information on national YouTube television, but do better.
And Jimmy Butler as well. I don't think it's ever been a state of the league where we haven't seen any of these guys in the top, I would say 1, 2, 3, or 4 seed.
Oh, so you waited till the Clippers fell out of the 4 seed by 1 game to make interesting.
So I'm asking, has Father Time caught up to these guys? Is their impact on winning slowed down?
I just think the Warriors are a bad team, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I just think the Warriors are a bad team. I think the young guys don't play nearly as much. They play much better with the young guys, but with that core that they have with Draymond and Clay and Steph and Looney, they're not very. Wiggins just looks out of sorts. They just look like a bad team, right? They just look like a bad team, and I don't think it's attributed to Steph's game because Steph's still playing at an elite level. I don't think he's the problem. I just think that unit is bad. And same logic with KD. I don't think that KD is bad. I just look at Phoenix and I'm thinking to myself, it was a lot to overcome considering how the roster flipped, the little bit of time he had with Devin Booker, and the fact that Bradley Beal hasn't been able to play, no real time with him. I think a lot of these guys, their games are still up to par in a sense, but I think their units. I think a lot of it has to do with their units.
They're regressing, some more than others, but time has passed them. Yes and no.
Mars,
I mean,
we've never seen all of the collection of all of these guys in the mid/bottom tier of the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes and no. Time has passed them in the fact that I think the young stars are better than a lot of them, not all of them, but better than like Luka's better than Jimmy Butler or James Harden or Russell Westbrook. Some would say Steph Curry. Some would say KD. Some would say he's better than LeBron. I'm not here to argue. So like Jason Tatum's better than a few of these guys. Shea's better than a few of these guys. So the young Jokic, Giannis, etc. So back in the day, KD, Steph, and LeBron was like the unanimous top 3, whichever order you had them, but they were like the unanimous top 3. James Harden was pretty unanimously top 5. Russell Westbrook was pretty unanimously top 7-ish for the sake of argument. Chris Paul was a top 10 player. So yeah, these guys have been passed by in that regard as other players have now surpassed them. But to Chill's point, they're all still, for the most part, playing at elite levels. So I think it depends how you want to view it. I think Steph Curry's regressing. I think KD's regressing. I think LeBron's regressing. I think James Harden and Russ have been regressing for a while. I don't even think Jimmy Butler should be in this group of people, to be honest. I think Chris Paul's been regressing. So yeah, time has passed them in that regard, but there's still some of the names I said, there's still some of the elite players, top, for the most part, top 30 players for all of them, other than probably Russ, maybe James Harden. So they're still providing great value, but time has definitely passed them by compared to what they were 4 or 5 years ago. But that's to be expected. They're all like 34.
Why won't the NBA market some of these young guys more, though, is the question. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, James is must-see TV. James has always been must-see TV, and as long as he's in the NBA, he's going to be must-see TV. But we have to start preparing for the future. I mean, how much longer is James? I don't think James is going to be around much longer. His contract is up. He's got a player option after this year. I don't think he's going to be – I'm not sure if he's coming back to the Lakers next year. I'm not sure where he's even going to play next season. So with that being said,
who are we moving forward with? The league, the face of the NBA can't be a 38-year-old who's on his way out. That can't be the face of the NBA. The best players in the NBA still to this day we still can't be marketing guys like Steph Curry, who'll be 36 years old. He'll be 36 years old in March, right? KD, 35 years old. What about these young guys? What about Jason Tatum, SGA, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards? I could go on and on with these younger guys. Why aren't these guys getting marketed more? And to Damo's point, why aren't they on TV more? That's how you find out who the face of the league is, when you put guys on TV and they start performing, as opposed to just sticking with these older dudes who are obviously on their way out. Even though they still can play, they're obviously on the other side of what they used to be, and they're on their way out. I mean, how much longer is KD going to be here? KD's not going to play forever. He's not. Unfortunately, as much as we want him to, as much as I don't want to see James leave, James is not going to play forever. So what are we going to do to move these young guys forward?
They're looking for an American. That's why it hasn't been Jokic or Giannis or Luka. They're looking for an American. It was meant to be, I think someone in the chat said it, I think it was Tay. It was meant to be Zion, but then he got fat. Then Ja Morant ascended, one most improved. It was meant to be him. Then he started playing with guns. So then it was no longer Ja. Now Anthony Edwards is like the one they seem to be pushing. I'm seeing him all over the social media because he got the charisma. He's got the game. He's been in the playoffs. He was playing well in the playoffs. People are siding with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards probably going to be the next one up. Now they're the number one seed. I wouldn't be surprised if that's who the NBA start to push. Unless now they're put off by whatever he's got going on in his personal life. I don't know. Maybe they're put off by that. And also him what he did maybe a year ago about the LGBT thing probably hindered him a little bit. But so those are like the three guys, because they're not gonna push Embiid, they're not gonna push Giannis, they're not gonna push Jokic, Luka. They tried pushing Tyrese a little bit this season. I just don't think he's good enough to be the one that they're trying to push. And Jason Tatum, it would have been him if he won in 22. It 1000% would have been him.
Yeah.
But then
he reverted back to Steph after Steph went off in those finals.
And then he lost. And now I think if it's going to be Tatum, it's going to be Tatum and someone else. Right. I don't think it's going to be Tatum. And maybe Wemby might be the exception to this European rule. If the Spurs do something, Wemby might be someone they push a lot. Depending on how
is it not Luka?
Because he's a Euro. Yeah, because he's
no, that's cap. He's literally been the media's favorite for MVP every damn year since the bubble, it feels like. He's literally given the grace of being in the top 5 conversation, even though his team didn't make the playoffs last year. Luka is the darling child of the NBA. There is no more hate toward, and from what I'm seeing from the media, not from fans, but from the media and how they're pushing him, they're not treating him like they treat Jokic. They're not putting them narratives against Luka like they do Giannis or anybody else. He's the darling child. Is it not clearly Luka
MVP right now? I think he's 5th in MVP. I think in
like the 5th or 6th, Mars. I think that's what
just because he's the favorite in the preseason, then the season happens and then he just falls down. Even no matter how elite he plays, he falls.
That's fine, but again, for being the face of the NBA, it's about the league and the media marketing you as the good guy, as the face, as if we're talking WWE terms. And if you're the face, you're the good guy. You're the guy that they're promoting. At no point have they tried to make Luka the heel. Even when he's losing, they're putting him in the limelight of, like, one of his most legendary playoff moments is coming in a series loss against we give him credit for losing in 6 games to the Clippers by himself. Like that, if that's not face of the league material, I don't know what to tell you. That seems like the closest thing to a face we got.
So if that's true, then Damo, then is it just him not winning? Because that can't be the logic. Because not only did Giannis win the league MVP in back-to-back seasons, he was the league MVP. I mean, they won the NBA championship. So in addition to those things, why wasn't Giannis the face of the league? And he like you just said, he's the darling. You ain't never seen Giannis's mugshot. He ain't got a bunch of different. He ain't smacking around chicks and doing nonsense like that. In addition to that, he's been a top 2 player in the league for the last 5 years. Top 2, top 3 player in the league for the last 5 years. So why isn't he the face of the league?
No.
On top of that, he looks like us. On top of that, he looks like us. So because of that, why wouldn't he be the face of the league?
Because his game.
Because he just be running to the ring.
I'm going to say because his game. Him and Harden going back and forth in the rim runner or whatever they call
I know
him,
you're talking about.
running dunk man. Those comments, that hurts your case when we're talking about you being the face of the league. The face of the league needs to be somebody they can promote as the best basketball player on the planet, or just being able to do the most phenomenal things. And Giannis is phenomenal. Giannis is great. He won the accolades. He won the chip. But even after winning the chip, with his health or just with his style of play, people just still turn against. They find something to nitpick. What is there to nitpick about Luka's game? You can say his defense, but
the lack of athleticism.
What happened?
The lack of athleticism.
That's not the problem, Mars.
I'm not. If you're nitpicking, that's
the
a super
NBA
nitpick.
wants to market like these. Other than Steph, because he's kind of like, I don't want to say the exception, but he's shooting the ball from 7,000 feet. So, but other than him, like, doesn't the NBA tend to market like the high flyers?
Not since Steph Curry.
I'm trying to figure out, guys. I'm trying to figure out.
Well,
so
seems like they're still trying to push them. It was Ja, Zion, and they still trying to push them.
No. It was. I feel like it was a. I don't want to say a loud minority. There was a subsection of people that I'm gonna call them the guys that were anti-Curry guys at the time. But Stephen Curry opened the door for non-athletic guys. If you was amazing, to still be marketed. So he opened the door for people. So it was a point in time when Steph Curry was the face of the NBA. I still feel like he is one of the faces, or still the face after LeBron James. But people are still looking for a younger guy because Steph is in his 30s. He's an older dude. So somebody else is going to have to be after him. It was supposed to be Giannis. People really don't like the running dunk man conversation. And on Twitter, in the basketball community, hey man, the ball don't stop conversations. The real hoopers hoop. The eye test guys, they have a big, I'm not gonna say so, they have a big mark on what the public perception is on players. So yes, with Giannis, the media they probably would have him being a darling until you see everybody in the uproar saying, man, I'm with James Harden, bro. He's not as skilled. And then the skill conversation happens. Again, outside of, I'm trying to think of the guys we name. I just don't see why it's not Luka in terms of age, ability, how the media, and again, I'm going by how the media talks about him, not just how the fans and everybody talk, how the media talks about Luka. I don't see why he wouldn't fit the criteria for at least the guy that they would set up to be the next face.
So I'm trying to figure out who is the current face right now. We're talking about the next face.
LeBron and Steph.
LeBron and Steph.
It's LeBron and Steph. Steph's like a distant second to LeBron.
Yes, it's James. He's still the face of the league.
It's LeBron.
Okay, so then my follow-up question to that is, what would the next face of the NBA look like? Like, how do we determine who's the next face? How do we determine who the NBA is pushing? What is it that qualifies that they're pushing him as being the next face of the NBA?
The next face is going to be
what
LeBron
they say about him.
That's what it's going to be.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's going to be
when LeBron owns a team in Vegas, the face of the league is going to be LeBron's Vegas team. That's what it's going to be. They don't have one, in my opinion. They're not prepared. So it might be Luka. And Domo's point about the media, I never really until he just said it, I never really thought the media was like pushing Luka. Then I thought back, I'm like, I remember seeing the MJ versus Luka points per game in the playoff graphics when Luka was averaging like 37. They were comparing it to MJ's first 20 games or whatever. I do remember seeing those things and about how Luka's doing what LeBron James did for the early Cavs. So I do like thinking about it, remember those things. But I'm still of the opinion that for me, not for me like to me to be the face, but I think historically, I think the NBA does market athleticism. I think Steph's the exception because he was a smaller guy and he gave people the impression that, hey man, if you learn to shoot, you can be like, you can't learn to be 6'8" like Luka, and like he's still not athletic. Steph to me was the exception because he was small, doing things that it made you feel like you could do what Steph could do if you put in the time, and even though you can't, but it made people feel that way. So that's why he got marketed. Luka is 6'8" with grown man strength. Just because he's not athletic, I don't think they're going to push him because he's not a small guy like Steph was, which I think he's not following the Steph exception to the rule. I think he's going to fall victim to the Michael Jordan, big man like Hakeem, Kobe, Bron, Dr. J. Those guys are the face of the NBA because they get the highlight dunks. Even though Luka's extremely skilled, I think he has the quality to be the face of the league. If it was about just pure basketball skill, Luka, Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, those guys would be the next faces. But I don't think it's just about that. And I just don't think he has the relatability to a lot of people. Now, the fact that he's white, a lot of relatability because majority of the American population is white. So I'm not making a race thing. I'm just saying they can relate to that. So that helps him, but him not being athletic doesn't seem like the blueprint for what the NBA.
But Mars, wouldn't you think a guy like, and again, I feel you, but don't you think this is one of those things where in the next 5 years, with the influx of Euros coming in, guys from the European scene coming in, if they're coming in and it's guys like Luka and Jokic, for example, they're at the top of the totem pole in terms of Euro white athletes, that they're peak of the totem pole. If you get an influx of players that's coming in from that 6'5" to 6'9" range, and they emulate the skills of a Luka, and now every guy. So Nikola Topic, when he comes over, if his draft comp is Luka, and he actually pans out to be even a relatively good NBA player, he doesn't have to be phenomenal, but he's a serviceable NBA player out the gate. He's a good NBA player. If there's more guys coming into the league and they're getting that Luka comp coming over from the Euros, and these guys happen to be good, end up being great, they end up being top 30, 25, 20 guys. If all of them are projected to be the next Luka, but Luka is still head and shoulders over them, if we're looking in 2026, 2027, you're telling me the league is not going to be, and I don't know why, bro, Jokic up in this, because, again, if it's bigs, then they're, the Euro bigs that aren't athletic, they're going to be compared to Jokic. If that starts to be the new norm for guys coming over, you don't think that they're going to just start giving that praise to Luka, guys like Luka, and give him that grandfather in status. Like, okay, this influx of players started with Luka, just like how they did it with Steph in the three-point shooting. You're right. It gave smaller guys a chance, but now you see a guy like Trae Young when he's coming in. Oh, Trae Young's the next. He takes 2 40-footers and hit him. Oh, he's the next Steph. Dame starts expanding his range. Oh, he's trying to be like Steph. And they gave Steph that credit, and that helped propel him to being the face. Okay, it started with him. So now with Luka, I can see the similar thing happening with Luka. I get what you're saying, how they push athleticism, but with Steph opening the door for non-athletic guys to be the face, with Luka and Jokic dominating, I think we can see a shift from what we're usually seeing.
I think he'd be a face. Like, technically, Yao Ming was a face of the NBA because he reached the Asian market that you needed for the NBA to grow. I think Luka would be a face to appeal to the European game. But as long as the NBA is played in the United States or in North America, you're going to need a North American face just for the American public to identify with it. And whether or not I like that or not, I think it's just how it is. I know there's a lot of people who don't like me talking basketball because I'm not an American. There's also a lot of people who like a European or a British person talking basketball because they feel like it's reaching a new audience and it's a different perspective. So it goes both ways. But I think generally speaking, an American sport is going to need an American face just for the American public to feel like that's who we relate to. That's our guy. Whether it was LeBron James or Kobe Bryant, even if they didn't like him and you did like him, at least you were battling over the same guy who was from where you were from. For me, I don't think it makes a difference, but for these type of businesses, I think they do need an American face for the American public. So I think if Luka's a face, I have no argument against it. I'm not arguing that he won't be a face. Same thing with maybe Jokic or maybe Giannis. But I think they're gonna need an American face, and that's where they're struggling. Is it Anthony Edwards? Is it Ja Morant? Is it going to be Tyrese Haliburton? Who's that next American face for the NBA to really push? That's what I don't think they have. I think they're fine in terms of Europeans. If they want to push a European face, they got Luka, they got Jokic. But I think they need that American face, and that's where they're struggling. And I don't know who it's going to be. Maybe it's Cooper Flag when he comes in. I don't know. But they need someone. I think that's what they're looking for.
I want to hear from everybody who they believe will be the next face of the NBA, not named LeBron or Steph. Going forward, if the NBA had to make a face of the league next year, if both of these guys retired, who would it be? Ox, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay, actually, we was talking about this the other night on the graveyard shift about who is the face of the league and things going on with Anthony Edwards. Because I honestly believe that Anthony Edwards was a prime candidate. With that being said, I think the NBA is looking for more of a guy like Tyrese Haliburton, SGA, maybe Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox, guys that are, family oriented guys, you know what I'm saying, that aren't getting in trouble. I would honestly say that SGA and De'Aaron are probably, the ones that make the most sense. They just have to keep winning. But I think Anthony Edwards is trying to he's trying to sabotage him being the face of the league. I don't know, with the little stuff that happens off the court. But I think it's going to be one of those type guys, one of the younger guards. One of the younger guards, definitely. Even I don't think it matters. I see that people are saying that SGA is Canadian. I don't really think that matters. I think SGA is good enough, and I mean Canada's right there. Like I don't think that's a big deal.
I'm about to say Drake Canadian.
I do believe that they were this season. I believe Tyrese Haliburton is one of the guys that's kind of they're keeping an eye on. So one of the emerging type point guards. Once again, I'll say I think it was supposed to be Ja or Anthony Edwards, but I'm not sure with the off the court stuff. Not that I don't think they're bad guys, but just the off the court stuff that certain corporations or corporate types are not going to be able to overlook. So once again, I'll just say one of the young guards, Tyrese, De'Aaron, SGA.
All right, Zeezy, who you got?
For me, I'm kind of with Damo on Luka Doncic. Just, and I understand the European thing and them needing to find an American face. And I think that at one point it was going to be either Ja or Zion, just with the way that they were hyping up Zion prior to him getting drafted. And then once he touched down in the league, and then how Ja was just rolling in sponsorships until he started playing with guns. And so now I look at Ja Morant and I say, does he have like a redeeming, aspect that he could go, like, can he redeem himself basically? And, 2-0 to start with the Grizzlies is great. Say he leads them to the playoffs and they still make noise, and there's a path for him. But I think what the league is looking for in terms of marketability, I kind of, like I said, agree with Damo in terms of the way Steph kind of opened up the doors for players outside of the usual athletic monsters that they promote, like the LeBrons and the Jordans and the Kobes or what have you. With Luka, his athleticism or lack thereof, it kind of helps his game in a way. He plays at his own pace, slower than most, but they market Luka Magic like it should be trademarked at this point. So like I can see them leaning more towards Luka, media darling. They treat him like 2010 Justin Bieber half the time. Like, this man is precious. There's nothing wrong with him. Great at the game of basketball. Doesn't need help, but really does. Like all these things. So like, and what Damo said about him losing to the Clippers in 6, we praised that. We praised it back then. It was a matter of Luka ain't have no help. He did it by himself. He pushed this better team to 6. All this stuff. So I could totally see it being Luka outside of Ja and Zion, maybe Ant, depending on if the Timberwolves can just keep winning basketball games, because it takes a lot for somebody to really like change the mold of what the face of the league is. When Steph did it in 2016, it was with averaging 30 a game, shooting 50, 40, 90, all this, leading the league in steals, his team winning 73 games. Like, it just changed the landscape and brought more attention. I saw Steph Curry on the world news for a half court shot. Like that, but for the league, you got to think that's marketability right there. They're talking about, one of our guys on the news because he's revolutionizing shooting. Something like that, from an individual player is another factor in making you the face of the league. So for me, it's probably, if it's not Luka, he will be one of the faces. And then any American guy, if not Ant, maybe Zion, if he stops eating chicken all the damn time. Spitting in porn star. Yeah, so, one of those 3.
I'll be brushing his teeth first.
We would hope.
Before the chicken or before the?
Because I'm pretty sure it happened in between. Like, you know what I'm saying? After you eat the chicken, I hope she like, brush your teeth, and then we could, because you're gonna, you know what you're gonna do. So make sure you get that gumbo and shit from between your teeth.
Oh my God.
All right. And Damo, you're still under the belief that it's going to be Luka?
130% is going to be Luka for the next phase. Yeah, the niggas y'all talking about, yeah, they don't got no home training. They're either saying homophobic slurs, they're either playing with guns, or they're addicted to porn stars. You can't market these niggas. What?
That's when the crazy thing is, the crazy part about it is, I'm gonna tell you what's so wild about it. That is America.
It is. It
That's
absolutely
America.
is.
That's not the America
Bloody-
the NBA wants to promote.
But it's America though. And I understand. I'm with you, Damo. I believe I'm with you 100%. I'm just saying it's just so hypocritical. Isn't that just? But America is so hypocritical
It is.
because that's all America is: hoes, porn,
Violence.
gluttony, and guns. It's
Yo,
just
Mars.
gluttony, guns, and
You know what
hoes.
else? Wait.
Hey,
You know what else
Mars,
America
don't
is?
just talk
Sounds
for a
like a terrible place, but hey.
Wait, hold on. You know what else America tries to be?
Yeah.
Super progressive. And just like with baseball, how they're trying to be super progressive and make the GOAT from Japan the best player in baseball, the America sport, baseball. Yeah, buddy, Luka Doncic is going to be the face of the NBA, and they're literally going to push it behind the market of, oh, y'all don't want this white Euro as the best player? Xenophobic. Stop being racist.
Yeah, but
It's
he's
2025.
white. He at least has like. If they were trying to be progressive, it'd be Wemby.
Can I ask this? Chilltown. Was Larry Bird not the? It was two faces in the 80s. Larry Bird and Magic, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And it was because Magic, a typical Negro American dream, and then you had Larry Bird, who
Yeah,
literally changed the White Hope changed the landscape. All I'm saying is, unless Cooper Flag comes out dropping 25 a game, America loves his great white hopes. They love it.
Man, y'all act like it's not a great white hope right under us right now. I'm sorry, Chilton. I'm sorry, Morris, but I gotta go right now because it's what you just said, Damo. Yes. Did you? Yeah, we didn't see Chet throw the ball off the backboard last night.
It could be Chet and Wemby. I was gonna start talking about Chet and Wemby. That's where I was gonna go.
I'm gonna let you go, Morris.
I was gonna say if you got the European angle, you got Wemby, who the NBA has been pushing. 19 nationally televised games for the Spurs. That's evidence right there. 19 nationally televised games for the second worst team in the NBA. So clearly they were trying to push Wemby. We understand that. I seen a little list a couple days ago about the most viewed NBA players on social media. LeBron was obviously number 1. Wemby was number 2. Steph Curry was number 3. So Wemby is already being pushed on the social medias. Every time he gets a crazy dunk, hits a step back 3, even though he misses 20 of them to make one, but every time he hits a step back 3, every time he does a little hezzy tween, whatever, he's getting pushed. Chet is seen as like is adversary the right word? Like the rival to Wemby. That's
Yeah.
But both 7-footers, both extremely skilled, both great defensively, both can shoot the ball, dribble, pass, all of it. And he's the American version. He's the white version. He appeals to the American audience. He appeals to the white audience. And also, he's on a great team in OKC, who are one of the better teams in the league. He's only 21. He was the draft right before Wemby. They were playing each other in FIBA tournaments at under 19. Chet was cooking. Wemby was cooking. It's been a long-term rivalry. If they both stay healthy, I wouldn't be surprised if that's that. If they want to keep the European face and be progressive with how they're already pushing Wemby, and also with Chet being an American face who's a direct rival to Wemby, that I could see them going in that direction, especially if they're both as good as I think they're going to be. Because now they're both great. They're already battling for Rookie of the Year. That's already a storyline right there. Who's going to be Rookie of the Year? Now, if Chet wins it, and then Wemby comes out next season, he's an all-star. It's like, ooh, who really should have won the Rookie of the Year? Blah, blah, blah. So I think it's set up for that to be a direction they could go. Depends on how good the Spurs can be and how fast.
I think one of the things we're leaving out, this is why I don't think that we don't have a clear-cut face of the league. I think that this is going to be something like it was in the 70s. If you think about the pattern that's going on right now, we're in year 5. In the last 4 years, we've had 4 different NBA champions, just like in the 70s. During that time, you didn't really have a face of the league. I mean, Jabbar was very radical. Even though Jabbar was the best player, he was very radical. So we couldn't really push him. The Celtics weren't what they were in the 60s, so we couldn't really push them neither. The one thing that always resonates with the face of the league is winning. So we can't really push Luka because he hasn't won. Now, if Luka was winning, which I can't see Luka winning on a consistent basis, like James, like Jordan, like the reason why Bird and Magic were the face of the league during the 80s. Because both of those guys were in every NBA final in the decade. Both of them. So when you got guys doing that, That's the face of the league. This is what the league is about. It's about these two guys, and it's about winning. When you get to the 90s, you got Jordan, who is the super duper freak athlete guy, super duper freak athlete, but they're also winning. So as good as Olajuwon was, and even though it was a big man era, Olajuwon's team won twice, but he wasn't the face of the league because Jordan was winning more. So when you're talking about being the face of the league, you think about Kobe Bryant and Shaq during the 2000s. Shaq was the face of the league. Y'all dudes talk to me about Giannis's game wasn't ugly. If I can get a poll, how many people can relate to Shaq? I don't know how many people can actually.
Yeah, but he had the charisma that he was
right. That's
charisma.
That's what I'm talking about, right? And that's what I'm saying. So when you get a guy like Giannis, who you can try to sell that, he doesn't really have that charisma. So he's winning. He's winning the league MVP. He's winning the defensive player of the year. He's winning NBA championships. But you can't really sell him. So I don't think that there's a guy today that it's just one guy we could go, yo, this is going to be the face of the league. Because number one, I don't see one guy like what happened with the Warriors, them winning consistently. I think this is going to be a decade of continuous circles of teams winning. I don't see one team doing that. I don't think we met that one guy yet.
Also, you don't think one day Wemby could be?
Unless you're LeBron, you got to transcend your market too. Like LeBron could do it from Cleveland. That's cool.
Right.
But not many stars are doing it from Cleveland or Indiana or I don't know any other small markets. I don't want to disrespect every city, but like you got to be in LA, in Miami, in New York, those type of you got to be in those type of markets also for the NBA to want to push you. Now the Spurs are a historic franchise, but there's a reason Tim Duncan was never the face of the league, in my opinion. Because even though Tim Duncan had the game, he was elite. The game was boring. The Spurs were boring. Kobe's right there. We good on you, Tim. You can keep winning, whatever. We don't care. Kobe right here. We gonna roll with Kobe. I think that's another component. Like that's what might hold Chet back. Even OKC.
Nah. One, Chet got that dog. Chet got that dog to him, and I feel like if Tim Duncan was more of a personality, or at least just start doing the stuff he was doing once he retired. Like he retired, he got dreads. He's on jet skis. Like if he had been his mid-career, he would have been the face of the league.
You know he's blowing trees too, Damo. You know he's blowing trees too.
Hey, if in 05, if in 05 he ends that season and goes into the next season blowing trees with dreads on a jet ski, like how Clay did when he won, face of the league. What? This is yeah, face of the league. I do think personality has something to do with it. If your game isn't exciting, if your game doesn't, and I'm a cool ticket, jump off the screen. You as a personality need to jump off the screen. So I'm with you, Mars. I didn't even think about Chet for real because I thought I didn't think he could be that. I think they could definitely push him as that. I don't think he's that, but I think he has all the tools. I just think I don't know, man. I just like Cooper Flag more. I just like Cooper Flag more for the Great White Hope tag. I feel like you can't just dub everybody Great White Hope. And I feel like for a big man, for what he does, especially not being the best player on his team, him playing with Shea is going to hinder him being the face of the league. And I think he's going to be a guy that he should always play with a phenomenal point guard.
And on top of that, Mars, there's a difference between being the future of the league and actually being the face of the league. Okay, your game could be the future of the league, but you might not resonate as the face of the league. I had this conversation with you in the past where I look at both Wemby and Chet, and I think that's the future of the NBA. That's what the NBA is about to look like in the next 10 to 15 years. It's going to be full of guys like that. Question is who is going to be the face of that, though? That's the $1 million question. Who is going to be the face of that? Just because these guys are the future of it doesn't necessarily make them the face of it.
The white American and the black European, it's yin and yang. They're right there.
Yes, they are.
Just push them.
And I agree with you, Mars. I think it's going to be those two.
It's set up for it to be. And when Chet is better than Shea in about 2 seasons, and Wemby's finally making the playoffs, because bigs always need good guards. I don't think there's ever been big like Chet's obviously going to need a guy like Shea. Wemby's going to need a guard at some point because we can see what it looks like without a guard. Even though he's a rookie, we can see you need a guard. Bigs are going to need a guard. Get them the ball, and then they can do what they need to do. They're both going to play defense. They're both going to block shots. They're both going to shoot threes, dribble, dunk, everything you want. And if that's the way the league is going in terms of switchable, versatile, tall players who can do everything, why not get 2 of the tallest players in the league who are better than everyone at doing everything.
Well, the problem that we have with that, Mars, is historically guys like that at that size.
If they get hurt, sure.
That's the problem, and it's pretty difficult to bet all your chips on a guy like that, because if that goes to pieces,
well, they did it with Zion, and we all thought he was going to get hurt.
They did do it with Zion, and how did that work out, Mars? I mean, this is
it didn't, but they tried it. That's the point. I think they're going to try it with these guys.
Of course.
Now, if it doesn't work, they'll move on. But I think they're going to try with those guys. The same way.
Of course they are.
And then he got fat and then couldn't play basketball, so they moved on. If one of these guys get hurt, absolutely. When they get hurt, they're going to move on, and then maybe it will be Cooper Flag, maybe it will be Luka Doncic. But I think these are the guys they're going to try and push.
I just don't think we met him yet. That's all. The one guy. That's where I'm at.
Nah, Chilltown, you met him. His nickname is the Main Event. He goes by Cooper Flag. I'm telling you, the push they about to give Cooper Flag, if he comes out of college as a top 3 prospect, yeah, it's cooked. He's going to Duke. I'm not saying he's going to Duke. Mm-hmm. Like, come on. He is being set up to be the actual Great White Hope. I just need people to understand. And I hope he lives up to it, because I like Cooper Flag.
From Maine? Yeah, he's from Maine. Yeah.
The Main Event. When I heard they're nicknaming him the Main Event, writing on the wall right there, I was like, first of all, fired nickname already. And it just fit.
I hear what you're saying, but Cooper Flag has to be so good. It's going to be harder for Cooper Flag to be it than it would be for Chet or Wemby or even Luka. Well, I mean, obviously Luka's already doing it now, so it's easy to say that you have to be that good because he is that good. But Chet and Wemby are already 7'3", 7'5" guys. They're mobile. It's easier for them to be great as opposed to Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag, in order for him to come and be the face of the league, you know how good he has to be.
He's that good, though, Ron. He is that good.
Is he no Big Ox?
He's I know we haven't seen him against that, but I mean, if we can say he's that good. He has all the skills. So all he has to do is keep working and keep progressing. That's what I'm saying. If he keeps progressing at the pace where someone of his caliber should, then yeah, because he's that good. There is nothing on the court that Cooper Flag cannot do. I seen Michael Porter Jr. He broke his back. Jabari Parker tore the same ACL 3 times. It's not like they weren't good enough. That was what happened with Jabari Parker was injury, and we all 6 of us up here know
he had the goods.
Injury.
He had the goods.
Jabari Parker had everything. He tore the same ACL like 7 times. There was nothing you could do with Jabari Parker. Cooper Flag is that good. I'm not saying he's Jabari, but he got that type of stuff though. He can shoot it. He'll punch it on you. He does everything. I've never seen it, mind you. I've probably watched not as much as Cooper as I watched the Jabari. I was a Jabari fanatic. So I want to see him at Duke. I want to see what he can do at Duke first, and then we'll see. But right now, from what I've seen, bro, Cooper got everything Michael Porter Jr. had.
Ron, it's not even.
He doesn't shoot.
It's not even about his game. His game is good. His game is good. He can definitely do better in areas. I'm not looking at his game. I'm looking at everyone around him when he plays and after he plays. I'm looking at the perception. I'm looking at the narratives that people push. I'm looking at, man, I gotta compare it to Larry Bird. The aura of, oh nah, he hoop like a brother. That is literally stuff being. I haven't heard people say that in a long time.
Someone in the comment literally just said Cooper Flag isn't white.
Yo, he's literally being like with Chet. It took Chet being pictured with a do-rag on and Shea going on the podcast. Oh no, he one of us. For them to say that Cooper Flag gets a block, man, give me that. They're like, oh, he got a block set. Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
It's different. Cooper Flag, one of the white boys that if you play against him at that Vegas tournament in AAU. He's the type of white boy that'll have us fighting in the locker room.
He's one of the ones that he wanted to white boys over because we don't know how he's doing it. And he gets everybody respect. He gets everybody respect, and that's the game changer. Listen, his game is his game. I understand his game needs to improve. He's still in high school. Cool, Ron. I get that. He might not be I think he might be the number 1 player in the nation, but even if he's not, cool. He's not that. The fact that he can walk in tournaments, he can walk in games, he can walk in series. And all the brothers on the other team are walking away sounding like how Cedric Maxwell sounded talking about Larry Bird for the first time. That's what makes me say that. They weren't even doing that with Chet. I was watching.
Yeah, there's a level of aura.
That wasn't a conversation with Chet. Chet was just a hooper. Cooper Flag is actually making this white boy from Maine is He a brother. That's different, bro.
Man.
That is. And to your point, Damo, I just remember being younger when I was in my teens and early 20s and watching guys like Bird and going, if Bird showed up in the hood, he could get a run. Like he could play around here. And same thing. It was only two guys, Moss. It was Bird and it was Dirk, who we said if Dirk showed up around here, Dirk could get a run. If Bird showed up around here, he could play. You couldn't say that for a lot of guys. You could not say that for a lot of guys. But when you talking like that about dudes like that, that's a different level of respect. That's a completely different.
What about John Stockton?
That's the problem, though. Like we ain't really see Stockton as much. Don't forget. Remember, the Boston Celtics was on TV way
Jason
more.
Williams is another one. Someone said Jason Williams.
White chocolate, yeah, white
Jason
chocolate.
Williams,
But remember, we ain't really see John Stockton that much. The only time we saw Stockton was when they was playing the Lakers. The Lakers was on TV all the time. The Celtics was on TV all the time. So we got to see a lot more of Bird than we got to see of the better white players in the league. Like I ain't really get to see Tom Chambers that much when I was a kid because Phoenix wasn't on TV that much. So, and now when I got older and we started watching John Stockton, John Stockton definitely can come in the hood and get a run. 100%.
Right. I'm trying to think of more white. Mark Price.
Yep. It was a few dudes, man, that we looked at like, yo, but the dudes when I was a kid, the guys when I was a kid was Bird more than anybody. It was
I know that for sure.
It was Bird more than anybody.
Yeah,
it was definitely Bird more than anybody.
That Brooklyn legend.
Mullen too.
Fellas, I gotta jump into these super chats, but before I do so, Zeezy, you got something going on tomorrow, right?
I do. It's in the left hand.
Do you have
corner.
any comments about your battle against Jalen Carter tomorrow? I know Jalen Carter came up here. He was yapping all week. He's been in the group chat talking smack. Do you have any response, or do you just have anything to say about tomorrow?
I don't even know what Jalen's been saying. I don't.
Easy work.
Easy work.
Yeah,
Easy work.
Yeah,
that's cute. That's cute as hell.
He didn't say easy work. He said Zeezy work.
He actually said he's offended that he finally gets a debate on players' choice,
and then they pick you. That's what he said. Yes.
So all I'm hearing basically is that Jalen does not know who Zeezy Huncho is.
Yeah, he think he about to wipe the floor with you. He think he about to wipe the floor with you.
I like that shit. Trust and believe me. However, tomorrow, Jalen, all I'm gonna tell you, brother, is you better bring your A game, because if I catch you lying once, I'm on your ass, kids. That's something. Pause.
All right, Jalen. Hey, Jalen, you better be on your P's and Q's, and you better tell the truth, brother. Otherwise,
I'm smoking the Jalen pack. I'm rolling that Jalen pack tomorrow. And it's gonna be sweet.
What like in a Swisher Sweet or like
Swisher Sweet. He ain't enough like backward, like a game leaf.
40?
Like a game leaf.
There we go. Game leaf. There we go. There you say it.
My bad, Dom.
Now put him in the peach optimal. Take it away.
Optimal. Yeah, Ox, I know you're 40. That doesn't even
I'm trying to tell y'all, Ox 43. Don't nobody want to listen to me. But anyway,
I got gray hair for nothing.
All right, y'all. Terry with two dads said, I was watching some random college highlights the other day, and man, I would have bet my house and my grandma's favorite wig that Markelle Fultz would have been an all NBA player.
Really? I had all the Markelle Fultz stock, all of it. But
so did J. Cole. That nigga embarrassed J. Cole. It's tough.
And I still believe I would have been right if whatever happened that made him unable to shoot didn't happen. I still believe I would have been right. You don't have that level of scoring skill for no reason.
I mean, facts.
He was tough.
Sports PSP said, chill. Who is your sixth man of the year?
Mini Max Sauce. I'm a big Bobby Portis guy, and what he's been doing for that rotation is a big deal. But Mini Max Sauce, he's something else coming off that bench.
They need a ninth man of the year so Jonathan Isaac can win
it. Joe Side with another super chat said, this debate isn't going anywhere. Tinker doesn't like Haliburton because Chill and Damo hyped him first. That's pretty much it. We've seen this before. See, Chill and Damo, I can't believe y'all done turned ticket against Haliburton.
Can't believe Ron not getting credit.
Bro,
for
no,
his
Ron, I
credit.
seen you cooking earlier.
Oh yeah, you know that's what I do. That's what I do. I was.
I seen
Hey,
it.
No, it ain't.
I
No,
was
it's
birthed.
not.
I was
No,
birthed
it's
in
not.
the kitchen. All right.
No, it's not.
What can I say?
No, it's not.
Hey, Bobby Flay don't want no parts of me. But Alan R sent through a super chat and said, "Fair to say LeBron's defense has regressed even more this season."
It's regressed. It's regressed more every year since like 2019.
Yeah. Bron he need time to breathe and shit. Like
Yeah, it's been going the other way for years. He's been, this is not new.
now, meanwhile, when I was on Lakerland, Seven was trying to pitch to me how LeBron was just better than Luka, and it was strictly because he said Luka is the worst superstar defender in the league. And I said, bro, you're talking like LeBron is some like second team All NBA defender. Like he's not. Like what are we doing? I
The
don't know.
worst superstar defender in the league is Steph Curry, but
Thank you. And he still gives like he's not like a bad defender, like in terms of just liability wise.
Worse than Damian Lillard?
he ain't a superstar.
That might say Damian Lillard's not a superstar.
But Dame is worse than Steph. Yeah, Dame is worse. Dame's the worst point guard defender in the NBA. And you ain't convincing me otherwise. He's the worst in the NBA. He's just not a superstar.
Damn.
Has he? Wait, random hate question. Has he ever been a superstar?
Yes.
By my measure of superstar, no. But to me, there's only two superstars. So, but by the NBA definition, I don't think he's been a superstar. I think he's been in like the next
A really
tier,
good all-star.
like, very close. You the next best thing if you're not a superstar.
Yeah, all-star.
Yeah, all-star.
If that's the next best thing, then sure, yeah, that's what he is. The next best thing.
I don't talk to Ox about Damian Lillard. So let's move on. I don't. He told me that Damian Lillard is the same as what's the kid name that played for Charlotte?
Oh, Kemba Walker.
That was Damo to say that.
No, that was Ox. That was Ox.
No, that was Ox. I remember Ox saying that.
That he was the same as Kemba Walker. I'm out. I'm good.
And then he said, actually,
I'm out.
we can't disrespect Cardiac Kemba like that. That's what he said. I
Matter of
remember.
fact, wasn't that the same day? Was that the same day he was trying to put respect on that other cat name from Oakland? What was buddy name that he was mad at? That they
Will
had
Cherry?
that clip
Will
in
Cherry?
high school?
Yeah, Will Cherry.
No, those were different days.
He was like, Will Cherry better than Dame for real. Like, I remember.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
I said when that clip was made, Will Cherry was better than Dan.
And he said he always been better than Dame. He just ain't had the opportunity. He said
good.
that.
Oh,
I was
shit.
great.
Wow.
That was great.
That was Ox, man. That was Ox.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn, Ox.
Okay.
Hey,
But nah, yeah, respect Cardiac though. Respect Cardiac for real.
it's a good thing you're not battling Zeezy tomorrow, so he could call you out on your lies. Avery B sent through a super chat and said Memphis has done a great job building around Ja. They were better than the Spurs, Pistons, Wizards, and Portland without three of their best players.
Nice. They were better than some of the worst teams we've ever
You're
seen.
just the best looking ugly chick. That's all you are. What are you talking about?
You got the most potential.
Yeah.
Reggie Red said, "Ticket, you wasting your breath. We are in an age of participation trophies and GOATs with losing records. Players with dog in them can't be measured."
Does LeBron have that dog in him?
Nah.
Apparently not. Apparently he doesn't. No, he does not have that in him.
Cade Sandos said, "Do all these new panelists know that Mars drank his own foot
And
water
the zoom in
live
is
on the show?"
crazy.
Did you
The
do that,
zoom in
Mom?
is crazy.
That $500 was worth it.
Oh, for $500?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about
Better than
that.
that water in Flint, Michigan. But let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. My fault.
Hey, yo,
All right.
I wasn't around in those days. I caught up with that clip though, and I was like, damn, this is what they've been talking about this whole time. That shit was sick. I couldn't believe it.
Wait, what clip?
What you just heard? You ain't bugging out. You ain't bugging out, Damo. Yes, that happened. He did that.
His own foot water, Damo.
Yeah, he did do that.
Foot water?
Yes, he did.
Now
do that.
I'd understand if it was the foot water of let's say Taylor Rooks, but your own foot water? Nah, it's crazy.
Yeah, my own clean feet.
Water is
Yeah.
crazy, but-
My own clean feet. Yeah. The water tasted like regular water.
Oh God.
With a hint of feet?
With a hint.
With a hint of feet.
What the hell?
Yeah, just a dash. Just a dash. I mean,
And Dom on straight for the rest of the day after that with a hint of feet.
What? And then to compare it to Flint water, you were so disrespectful. It's better than Flint water. That is crazy.
It is. I promise it is. I wouldn't drink that shit for $500, but hey.
You don't even know what the Flint water tastes like.
All right, y'all. Big Don Rich said. Big Don Rich said no more Pacers talk till February. I mean, that's when it's All-Star season.
I was bigging up Tyrese Haliburton, but I'm also remember Ron saying to you, like, I got to see more of it. I ain't ready to put him in the space with these other dudes. I do remember saying that to you.
Quinn said, let's end the debate. Morant is over Haliburton.
If you didn't think that before, I don't get why you think that now. That's just how I view it.
Hey, Chilton, what's the way? So if I'll go have brunch right now, right? What's the way they're gonna say if I'm like, yo, bring me some ice water, but man, hook me up with a hint of feet.
We don't
instead of a slice of lemon.
We don't serve that here, sir. We don't. That's not on the menu.
$500,
they're missing out. Yeah, they're missing out for $500. They might serve it.
I'm about to say, if they was to pay me $500, I'll put my feet in it. What?
Exactly.
James or Dumbo, so are you saying that if you were to get a $500 super chat, you would find a big glass of water?
No. What I'm saying is, if I got $500 in my Cash App, I would probably pull a Mars special and give me some water.
That's what happened to me. I made sure it was $500 that were going straight directly to me. None of this YouTube tax.
Yeah, in fact, I don't want no YouTube
straight to
tax.
me.
I don't want no finder's
like,
fees. I don't want none of that.
that.
$500 in my Cash App, maybe. Hey, chat, throw it up while we're here.
Again.
But yeah,
chat, throw it up.
Hey, chat.
Hey, Damo. Speaking of which, you know, there's an Oxtails interview later on tonight. Guest starring Zen Master. Check that out.
Zen Master on the Ox channel tonight. You guys, you guys
do me a favor. Do me a favor. Why you doing that? Nah, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna be nasty. It's cool.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not. Don't do that.
Hey, I'm gonna let that old man have his 15 minutes of fame, man. Shout out to you, Zen Master. Get your interview on, gang.
Just
are you popping up in the comments?
Just throw up the set. That's it.
Am I what happened?
Are you popping up in the comments?
Hell no. Why would I watch that lame man? I'm sorry. For Ox, yes. Yeah, I will. Yeah, absolutely. Support my guy Ox. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ox, if it's getting that bad for content that you got to interview Zen Master, let me know. I can give you some entertaining people to interview though. Like,
it ain't bad. I think that's peak content. I like.
You must not have seen his content. See, you already got me. You got me going. See, let me stop. I'm gonna just mute my mic.
No. Super chats, Ron. Super chat.
Only like 17 people have seen the content, don't they?
Super chat, Ron. Super chats.
Wow.
Game R said we need a compilation of Chill versus the chat.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
A compilation.
Out of here.
Long ass compilation.
DSG Piccolo said, I'll say it again. Chauncey is a terrorist. Ant scores 20 in the fourth and calls a play for Jeremy with the game on the line.
And it was a makeable shot. He just missed.
it.
Quabe.
This was Wes Unseld Jr., but we can move on. Sorry, go ahead.
Quabe said, Poole, speaking of Wes Unseld Jr., he said, Poole is that one brother in the rec that makes everything in warm-ups. And when the game starts, straight garbage.
Yeah. Shout out to Jordan Poole, man. Hooper.
Jersey Love said, I'm sorry for bringing up the Pistons again, but I really wanted to know, are they 76 and 59 Bobcats bad? Or are they
worse than both of them?
72 Nets bad?
They worse. I think they worse. I think they're gonna lose 30 straight games. I do think that I think they're gonna lose 30 straight games.
If we lose to them, I won't be on the show the following day. Just now. I'm letting you know now. If we lose to them, I won't be here the next day. I'm letting Ron know now.
We will find you, Mars.
That Houston lose to Detroit.
We will find you, Mars.
I won't be here. I won't be here. I'm letting everyone know I won't be here. So
we will find them. We will.
And when I am here the next day, I won't answer any questions about.
Yes, you will, Mars. We will make you. You will have to explain your boy. But I don't think y'all losing. I don't think y'all losing to Detroit. I don't think it's happening.
I'm just letting you guys know.
DG said Giannis ain't got that Luka aura. They waiting on Luka to get his MVP reigns. Once that happens, it gets cemented. Issues is others are getting MVPs.
Well, Luka needs to
Jordan
lock in.
Jordan didn't become the face of the league until he started winning. I mean, he was winning league MVP. He won the league MVP. He won the defensive player of the year. He was winning scoring titles. But until he started winning, that's when he actually became the face of the NBA.
The way they were glazing him, you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Savion S said Cooper Flag not even the best high school prospect. Ace Bailey and AJ Dibansa. AJ Dibansa is better.
He's so tough. I don't know much about Ace Bailey, but AJ Dibansa is tough.
That's a fact, but I mean that don't matter.
Yeah.
I
don't know much about high school basketball. I apologize, guys. I don't really know
AJ
much about
Dibansa
this
is
dude.
tough.
Ace Bailey, he going to Rutgers, and I want to say he's going with what I don't want to say. He's for sure going with Ron Harper's son, and I don't know if you guys know Ron Harper's son that's in the NBA right now. He played at Rutgers, but Ron Harper, his next son is Dylan Harper. His name's Dylan Harper. He's better than his older brother.
Number one, he's the number one player in the state of New Jersey. Number one.
He's better than Big Rock.
Number one player in the state of New Jersey.
Like LaMelo Alonzo.
That's all I want to say about that, Ron. And the only reason why I know that is because dude I went to high school with, his son is the number 2 player in the state of New Jersey. That's the only reason why I know that.
Who's that?
His son?
His son. I forgot his first name. His last name is Pettiford. He plays at Hudson Catholic in Jersey City.
What school is he going to?
He's going to Auburn next year.
Auburn, okay.
Yeah. His last name's Pettiford. His father's name is Travis, and his son. It starts with a T. It's not Travis. It's like Taquan or something like that. Pettiford, and yeah, he's going to Auburn next year. He's number 2 player in the state of New Jersey. That's the only reason why I know about Ron Harper's son, because I just saw him over the week. I just saw him over the weekend. They had a Christmas tournament down there. I hadn't seen Travis in years.
Hey, shout out to Lord Omega for dropping that, because Page is balling at Stanford right now.
He going to the league? Do you think?
I'm not sure if he's gonna be like a one and done type, but I know he's getting down right now.
He'll be there eventually. He probably will be one and done. Yeah. You know how that dad tax be when your dad plays.
Yeah, Page just goes to say whichever team has my son, I'm gonna join them, and then he'll be there.
Ball Talk said, sad that it takes Giddey injury for this front office to finally see what they truly have.
What do they truly have?
Yeah, what is
the injury? The injury sounds like the injury was to get him off the court.
Well, that's for the best, but
all right, y'all. I only got a few more, so I'm gonna go ahead and get through these.
Just so you know, Mark, that thing did happen 2 years ago when he was 19 years old and that girl lied.
I know. I'm talking about he's just not good. Regardless of the thing,
yeah,
he's not good. That's why he shouldn't be playing because he's hurting the team. In my opinion.
Right. So you ain't even on the other stuff. You don't think he's very good. Right.
That's just
right
compounding, I guess.
Wait, Mars, who are you talking about?
Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
No. Mars, who are you talking about?
Hey, Superchats, man. Damn.
Yo, you're still not gonna say his name? Oh my god.
All right. Ladarius said Z is gonna cook Jalen for sure. I don't think that will be close. And chill. We need you on a game tomorrow, homie.
On your
A game.
I will be. Don't worry about that. I'll be ready. I will be ready. Don't you worry about that. I will be ready. Mm-hmm.
I will be ready as well.
We got some good topics. I will be ready. Don't you worry about that.
Your Highness Charles said, I just saw Ben Simmons on a milk box this morning. That's heat.
Hey,
I saw him on the base. I saw him on the bench a couple of days ago. So he ain't missing. We know where he is.
He just missing from
That's all.
D9 said Washington Generals finally gonna get it this year.
They can't even beat the Globetrotters. So chill. So chill out.
Damn.
So chill out.
Dave 100 times said Cooper gonna be what Ben Simmons should have been.
Oh, I don't see that.
And last but not least, Luka, well, from 80K feet, said if Luka is John Cena, Tatum is Randy Orton.
I'm not sure what that
Nah,
means.
don't disrespect Randy
Why
like
would-
that.
I don't.
Yeah, why would Tatum be Randy Orton?
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
I don't watch
Yeah, I
that.
don't follow WWE.
If anything,
What is that?
if
What is that?
Lucas
What does that
John
mean?
Cena- if anything, if Lucas John Cena, Devin Booker's Randy Orton.
Yeah, I like that. That makes more sense.
Yeah, check y'all.
So,
watch
Randy-
that.
Randy Orton gets
so
cooked by
wait,
John Cena. Is that what happens? Randy Orton gets cooked by John Cena.
Yes,
They just
Okay.
face off.
they have a legendary feud, basically legendary feud.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I got a quick question before we go. To dude in the chat, let's just say for the sake of argument, I came to DC and you ended up killing me. What would happen? Like, how would that make you feel? If I came to DC and you ended up having me killed, what would that say about you, dude? Because
Welcome to
every
the show,
time, every time you talk, you always talk about me not coming to DC and I'm welling. And what would happen if I actually came to DC and you got me killed? What would happen? Like what would that say about you? Yo, don't with me. That's right. I'm that dude over this, right? So I'm asking the question. What would actually happen, brother? Because I want to make sure that we clear on this right now. I want to make sure that we clear on this right now. I do not acknowledge any of the nonsense that you talk, because I know for a fact, listening to you talk basketball, you don't know the game. You don't. Every bit of logic that you have is from somebody else. You just regurgitated it and just changed a word or two. That's all you do. That's it. That is all you do. I have forgotten more basketball in my life than you will ever know, sir. Ever. And all you are in here is you are a hype man. That's all you've ever been. That's all you're ever going to be. So I'm asking you again, step off me. And I ain't taking back what I said the first time, because I meant that.
My grandma sell to personal fans. If you want to hit me on the side, she could hook you up. It's Christmas season. She could probably do like 3 for $5 or something like that. But just holler at me. 89 J Stubbs with the last super chat of the day said, being polarizing helps when you are the face. It helps when the USA player players show love. Remember, Jokic was the last pick in the All-Star game last year.
How about that?
What's this?
That's a fact.
Ron, I got to bounce, brother. Fellas,
change the background. Dub, you did that?
Fellas, I will see y'all on Monday. Big Ox, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, good time.
All right, brother, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow, chill.
Hashtag step
No,
off.
I'm not. No, not tomorrow. No, we not tomorrow. I won't see you tomorrow, right? No.
Deck the horse.
Hashtag step up off me.
All right.
Hey, Ox.
Step off me.
Hey, Ox, real
what's up?
quick. After you interview Zen Master, do me a favor. I want you to go to your local brick wall, interview that, and tell me which was a better interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm doing, Damo, is I'm trying to give Zen. No, go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
Chill.
All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Deck the hall.
You gotta throw your